At the turn of the 20th century, a neighborhood in Gloucester's working waterfront known as the Fort was home to an enclave of Sicilian immigrants whose lives revolved around three things: God, family, and fishing. Gloucester was becoming America's largest seaport, and work was plentiful. Immigrants arrived for a hard but better life on one of the hundreds of fishing vessels in the local fleet. They were instilled with an unyielding devotion to the patron saint of fishermen and brought with them an annual religious tradition that blossomed into the most popular attraction in all of Cape Ann. I'm Corey Kukuru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story of St. Peter's Fiesta. In 1926, fishing captain Salvatore Favazza wanted to replicate in Gloucester a custom from his birthplace of Favorata Terracini, of thanking St. Peter for fair seas and abundant catches. He commissioned a sculptor to build a statue of St. Peter that, to Captain Favazza's surprise, arrived at his home nearly life-size, standing 5 feet tall and weighing 600 pounds. Fishermen's wives hailed its arrival with a novena, 9 days of song and prayer for their husbands at sea, in the Favazza's backyard. After the 9th day, all 600 pounds of St. Peter sat in the window of the Favazza family grocery and boat supply store on Beach Court. But the fishermen's wives wanted the statue to be honored the way it was in the old country, by taking it outdoors, mounting it to a platform, and parading around the fort so every family could rejoice. Women collected $1 from each fishing boat and built a proper altar to rest the statue. In June of 1927, in accordance with the Feast of St. Peter's and Paul, a Roman holiday of public worship, St. Peter's Fiesta began. The Fort families opened their homes with endless amounts of food and homemade wine. Decorative quilts and bedspreads hung from windows. Opera blared through the streets. The fishing fleet stayed in to celebrate, every boat painted and bannered. Fireworks were launched off Pavilion Beach as fishermen dressed in all white carried St. Peter on their shoulders, marching and chanting, "Vamos to the moon! Viva St. Peter! Vamos to the moon! Viva St. Peter!" They went to the water's edge and blessed the statue, signifying the start of Fiesta. As Gloucester began to embrace this new occasion, organizers wanted St. Peter's Fiesta to last multiple days and rival Boston's famous Fisherman's Feast, an annual citywide festival in the North End. The first order of business was to build a spectacular altar that could fit the statue, musical entertainment, and a Sunday benediction. Emilio Matarazzo, a contractor who ran a warehouse with his 4 sons in Chinatown, became Fiesta's official decorator. The Matarazzos strung lights along Commercial Street and built jaw-dropping altars that mimicked famous churches along the Mediterranean, such as Avellino Cathedral in Sicily and St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. The first altars rose above homes along Beach Court, standing 70 feet tall and 50 feet wide. Hundreds of yards of cloth, paper, and foil were pinned to the massive shrines. 10,000 electric lights lit up the night. To the people of the fort, it was heaven on earth. Party games for children and competitions for adults began to take prominence. The most popular event in Fiesta's early years was the Seine boat races off Pavilion Beach. At that time, Purse seine fishing was the main fishing method of the Sicilian fleet. Seine fishing nets are dropped vertically in the water, its bottom edge weighed down with heavy rings, its top edge floated at the surface with buoys. A line runs through the rings, and once the nets are filled with fish, they are pursed up by a seine boat, then hauled onto a bigger boat. Seine boats could hold an entire fishing crew, and since the fleet stayed in for Fiesta, challenges amongst fellow boats as well as groups of neighborhood friends were inevitable. Prizes in the first competitions were gold pieces worth up to $10. Crews today, including women's teams which began in 1995, and juniors, row in designated seine boats named Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria towards a flag anchored half a mile off Pavilion Beach, before making the 180-degree turn and racing to shore. The first boat to reach the beach wins an American flag. Second place earns an Italian flag. But the real prize is the bond amongst the rowers and bragging rights. Contending crews bust each other's chops decades after the races are run. The other featured competition, the Greasy pole contest, is another custom from Italy that remains Fiesta's biggest crowd pleaser. Pole walking and climbing, as a measure of manliness, became popular in Europe in the 15th century. Contestants walked or climbed poles slathered in mud, animal fat, and fish oil for a chance to snatch prizes like musical instruments and fresh food. The Greasy pole of St. Peter's Fiesta is walked. The first contest took place at the playground area of the fort, the pole jutting out dangerously from the rocky shoreline, parallel to the ocean's surface. As Fiesta became a larger spectacle, the pole was moved to a platform 200 feet off Pavilion Beach, with a 40-foot telephone pole covered in grease, which nowadays is biodegradable. Contestants walk in honor of someone in the fishing fleet, usually a relative. They take turns trying to grab a flag nailed to the end of the pole. There are 2 rules. Don't grab the flag during the opening courtesy round, or you'll get a beating, and keep an eye on the person walking before you. For decades now, most contestants dress in elaborate costumes, and when the walkers pile onto a boat that slowly shepherds them to the platform, tens of thousands of onlookers go crazy. The event spans 3 days, with Friday's winner advancing to Saturday and Saturday's winner advancing to Sunday. Sundays are reserved for champions who compete until they retire. When the flag is finally grabbed, the champion is swum back to shore, lifted on the shoulders of the other walkers, and carried to a nearby shrine, then to the altar. The champs, like the same boat race winners, become part of Fiesta legend and lore. The true spirit of Fiesta, purists will tell you, is rooted in religion. And for as long as anyone can remember, the highlight of the festival has been the Sunday procession of St. Peter's statue through downtown Gloucester, the tradition the fishermen's wives insisted on at the Fiesta's inception. Back then, the wives walked barefoot as a gesture of devotion. Months before the parade, families assemble ornate floats that recreate biblical scenes and sew homemade costumes that depict angels, saints, and other religious icons. Sunday morning begins with an outdoor mass at the altar in St. Peter's Square, adjacent to the fort. Then, Fiesta committee members, dressed in their traditional all-white clothing, lead the 2-mile parade with marching bands, dignitaries, and supportive community floats. Thousands line the streets, many dressed for church and wearing symbolic buttons with St. Peter's likeness. The route includes stops along the city's main Catholic churches, where St. Peter is blessed by clergy, St. Anne's Parish, as well as Our Lady of Good Voyage in Gloucester's predominantly Portuguese section. In fact, the Portuguese community introduced a hugely important part of Fiesta, the blessing of the fleet. As World War II neared its end, the congregation at Our Lady of Good Voyage began the ritual of marching a statue of the Virgin Mary of Fatima to the end of State Fish Pier at Gloucester's Inner Harbor. There, the Archbishop of the Boston Diocese blessed hundreds of gathered vessels, calling each by name. The Italian community began to participate and slowly adopted the blessing into Fiesta. Two marginalized and sometimes rivalrous immigrant communities came together. By the 1950s, the Blessing of the Fleet moved to Stacy Boulevard and became a signature event. Fiesta concludes with a final late-night procession as St. Peter's statue is returned from the altar to his usual resting spot inside the front window of the nearby St. Peter's Club, under a hail of confetti and song. Today, a public novena featuring the very prayers and songs recited by fishermen's wives a century ago lead into a 4-day carnival that helps support the Fiesta and its activities. The fishing fleet is just a fraction of what it used to be. And the fort has evolved from a cozy Sicilian neighborhood that always had a full plate for passerby and never locked its doors. Locals keep that spirit alive through cookouts, reunions, and parties. But the meaning of St. Peter's Fiesta remains steeped in the fort's old country beliefs: God, family, and fishing. So if you find yourself in Gloucester late in June, like tens of thousands of others, look for the altar with the life-size statue. Wear something red, white, and green, grab a eats, and follow along when you hear the chant,
Viva San Pedro! Viva San Pedro!
As Gloucester celebrates the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta with all of you, we want to mention that this year's Fiesta comes at a time when our city is still carrying some profound grief.
Just after the final events of last summer's Fiesta, the community lost 18-year-old Chris Daly in a tragic car accident. Chris competed in the Greasy pole contest that Sunday. He had recently graduated from Gloucester High School, where he was an honor student and captain of the hockey team. In the time that followed, classmates, teammates, neighbors, and strangers from near and far came together to care for Chris's family and friends. The outpouring of support for the Dalys continues to this day. Then, this past winter, Gloucester suffered another devastating and all too familiar blow when the fishing vessel Lily Jean sank 25 miles offshore. The body of Captain Gus Sanfilippo was recovered, but 6 others on board were lost at sea. Paul Beal Sr., Paul Beal Jr., John Rusanides, Freeman Short, Sean Therian, and NOAA Fisheries Observer Jada Samet. Soon, their names will be added to the Gloucester Fishermen's Memorial on Stacy Boulevard, joining thousands of others who have perished at sea over our 400-plus years of maritime history. But in Gloucester, no one carries a loss alone. This is a place where generations are connected through family, faith, and fishing. And that's part of what makes St. Peter's Fiesta so meaningful this year. It's not only a remembrance of where we come from, but a reminder of the strength, resilience, and unity that help us move forward together. This year's coverage of St. Peter's Fiesta is dedicated to their memories. The following presentation of the 2026 St. Peter's Fiesta, live from Gloucester, Massachusetts, is brought to you by St. Peter's Fiesta Incorporated, Streamography Productions, 1623 Studios, and Bridge Cape Ann. Shared worldwide by Live Now from Fox. Welcome to Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts for live coverage of St. Peter's Fiesta, a nearly 100-year-old religious tradition brought here from Sicily, where faith meets fierce competition on the water. For 3 days, we have full coverage of Fiesta's most iconic events. The Seine boat races, born right here as friendly rivalries between fishing crews racing the very boats they use to feed their families and our community. We have a bird's eye view of the races in the women's, juniors, and men's divisions. If you watched last year, you know anything can happen. And the main event, the Greasy pole contest, a tradition dating back to 15th century Europe. Then it was a test of manhood. Now it's the most popular attraction on Cape Ann. Tens of thousands are here today, and everyone wants to see who will grab the flag. History is here, and bragging rights are on the line. Whether you're with us in Gloucester or watching from an ocean away, Viva San Pedro! This is St. Peter's Fiesta. And Bona Fiesta, everybody. Welcome to the 99th annual St. Peter's Fiesta in beautiful and historic Gloucester, Massachusetts. We're here at Pavilion Beach, right overlooking Gloucester Harbor. I'm your host, Corey Kukru. We have 3 days of coverage for you for all the sporting events for St. Peter's Fiesta, including the same boat races in the men's, women's, and junior divisions, as well as our signature event, the Greasy pole. Now, today is dedicated to the ladies, and the female rowing competitions will be sandwiching our signature event, the Greasy pole, momentarily. So we're going to start off with the women's senior seine boat finals, then the Greasy pole, then the women's junior seine boat finals. Those events are going to begin right around 4:45 p.m. And as far as the Greasy pole goes, as far as we know, we believe we have 43 walkers today, which would be fantastic. And the way it works is we're going to have a courtesy round, and then the first person to grab that flag wins, and they will be the first walker for tomorrow's competition. Now, let's take a look at where we're set up today, what we have going on, what the current conditions are like, who we are, and why we do this. That's a gorgeous shot. The weather really cooperated this afternoon. It was a little touch and go this morning. We had a lot of rain this morning. Thunderstorm watch was in effect for a bit, but we think we're going to luck out. You're overlooking Gloucester Harbor. We're in Gloucester, Mass, about 35 miles northeast of Boston. The city was established in 1623. It's the 7th oldest city in the U.S., actually, one of the first seaports and art colonies in the country. We have tons of artists here of all disciplines, but our identity has always been tied to the fishing industry. Gloucester is one of the world's largest fishing ports up until the 1950s. In fact, we were the largest fishing port in the U.S. during World War II. So if you've ever heard of the Gordon's Fishermen, that's us. Gloucester was also the setting of the Wicked Tuna TV series, The Perfect Storm with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg years ago, and the Oscar-winning film Coda. Our descendants are from the Canadian Maritimes, Great Britain, Scandinavia, Portugal, especially the Azores, and Italy, especially Sicily. It's a very Catholic community. We're in a neighborhood right now called the Fort. It's a Sicilian enclave on the working waterfront, one of the few working waterfronts left in the country. Now, back in the day, the whole neighborhood left their doors open for Fiesta. You could walk from house to house, eat, drink homemade wine, celebrate, and that tradition was brought here, like we said, 99 years ago, from a Sicilian immigrant and fishing captain, Salvatore Favazza. He commissioned a statue of St. Peter, who is the patron saint of fishermen. The fishermen's wives insisted on parading the statue throughout the Fort neighborhood so that all the families could rejoice. The entire event back then was funded by the massive fishing fleet that we had here in our fair city. And Fiesta is all about praying and thanking St. Peter for the safety of the fishermen and abundant catches. So all weekend long, you're going to be hearing chant after chant of Viva San Pedro. So now you know why. And we have to mention this for locals and our Italian friends near and far. We know it's Fiesta.
We call it Fiesta. It's been a bit Americanized over the years. We're surrounded by Metaganis. That's what happens when you're surrounded by Metaganis. So we know, but we call it St. Peter's Fiesta. And the Fiesta to us, it's more than sports. This is sort of like our religious version of Mardi Gras. It's all about God and family and fishing. Our population here in Gloucester doubles for the event. It's tens of thousands of people are around all weekend long. And this coincides with 9 days of prayer, or a novena, as it's called. Now, you're looking at great shots of Pavilion Beach here, too, and people starting to file in for today's events. But behind us, there's a big carnival. There's a giant altar where religious activities, entertainment takes place. There's all the midway games and that Fiesta food all over the area. Kids' games and contests are going on. And it is the biggest annual attraction here for locals and visitors alike. So Isaac, you want to pull up today's schedule once again real quick, so give folks an idea of how this is going to play out today. We know we're being shown in a lot of local bars and restaurants. So again, this is going to start around 4:45 or so. We've got the women's senior Seine boat finals. Defending champs Salty Oars taking on Backlash and boats and barbells. Then the Greasy pole competition happens directly after that race. Like we said, 43 walkers. And then that is followed by the junior Seine boat finals in the women's division. Defending champ Stroke Sisters take on Storm Surge and Empowered. Beautiful stuff there too. How about the current weather conditions, Isaac? So people get an idea of what we're up against. Now, folks, if you've been following our coverage the last couple of years, you'll see that we have done this 3 years in a row now at high tide. This is low tide today. Tomorrow is actually dead low tide. We'll get into why those conditions matter, not only for the Seine boat races, but the Greasy pole. But it's a beautiful afternoon. It's a little breezy. Look at that water temperature. It's not even 60 degrees out here. And because it's dead low tide, that means it's a longer drop from the pole to the water for the walkers. So that's going to be 20 plus feet or so. They're going to land, I don't even know if it's under 10 feet of water out there, 5 to 10 feet that they'll be landing in. It's also a longer walk up a ladder on that platform, covered in barnacles, so that makes it trickier too. The one saving grace, it's a faster swim to shore when we finally have a winner who grabs the flag today. So that is it. So actually, it's beautiful out here today. People are starting to come in now in droves and getting a little piece of real estate on the beach. And we're glad all of you are with us today. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, my partner in crime for a long time, John Nicastro. There you are. What's up, buddy? Good to see you again.
How you doing,
Bona
Corey?
Fiesta.
Bona Fiesta. Bona Fiesta, everybody. Yeah. 2026, I'm so excited to be here with my longtime friend, Corey. Just a lot of great things happening this weekend. What a beautiful scene we have in the inner harbor. Looking forward to the upcoming Seine boats, the Greasy pole, a lot of great festivities, the carnival, so much happening. But we don't want to forget the number one reason why we're here, Corey, and that's the religious festival. The religious festival is the number one reason, honoring St. Peter, and more importantly, our Savior Jesus Christ. We need to bring to fruition some important scriptures in the book of Matthew. Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do they say the Son of Man is?" The disciples replied that some thought he was John the Baptist, Elijah, Jeremiah, or another one of the prophets. Jesus looked at Peter when he said, "Who do you say I am?" In Matthew 16:14, he said, "Peter, who do you say I am?" And Simon Peter answered, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus said to Peter, "I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." That being said, Corey, it's family, it's love, it's traditions that come first and foremost with gathering, friendships, laughter, you and I gathering. It's all that amazing stuff that we cannot forget about. Bona Fiesta to everybody, 2026, and I'm looking forward to a great weekend here.
Yeah, well said, John. And this year has special meaning for all of us. I'm sure we're going to touch upon that throughout the weekend. But first things first, we do have 3 days of coverage for all of you out there. John, what are the big storylines that we're following?
So the big storylines, just today's the women's senior championship. Mm-hmm. I think it's very important to talk about the women's first. It's just amazing what has gone on in the women's Seine boat, just like women's sports across the world, just growing, all the sports for women. And right here in our hometown of Gloucester, Seine boats is growing. there's a crew called Salty Ore, the defending champs. I'll be in the Santa Maria today.
Yeah.
This is a group of 12 women, 10 rowers, a scuttler, and a coach. And they defied all odds last year because they had one of the worst strokes that I've ever seen. Usually you want 10 oars in the water acting as one.
In sync, yeah.
In sync. They spidered the whole way out, but their power somehow overcame. It's going to be interesting to see their stroke and see if that type of stroke can win it again. I think that's a big piece this year, along obviously with a lot that's going on in the greasy pole world. We have Derek Hopkins here. That was going for his 7th in a row last year. It got stopped by Nick White on Sunday, who was a good friend of his. But can Derek, there's been many champs that when they lost, they didn't get one for a while or if ever again. Can Derek just get right back into his ways and take it down on Sunday? But today's Friday, so there's a lot of favorites out there today. So there's a lot of things to be talked about. The senior men's, you have ZFG. They've won it in 24, 25. They also won it in 22. They're going for a three-peat that hasn't been done since Chaos in 2009, 10, and 11. And if they can get the three-peat, can they go after Desire, the only crew ever to win it 4 times in 83, 84, 85, and 86? There's a lot of great things happening, along with junior same boat competitions and all that fun stuff, Corey.
Yeah, there's awesome stuff to get into because I believe there were more than 130, 140 girls and women who participated in the eliminations for same boat racing this year, which is fantastic. We're actually going to be joined momentarily by Nikki Parisi and Joanne Frontiero. The two of them, John, have combined for 24 same boat titles over the years. They've both been with us before, so we're super excited to have them back. So without further ado, we're going to take a very quick break. We're going to bring on Joanne and Nikki, and then we're going to get ready for the women's senior same boat finals right after this. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts, you are watching the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta right here. We'll
I'm Corey Kukuru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore seine boat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chissà tutte mute." What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood.
Viva San Pedro! Viva San Pedro!
Buona Fiesta, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gloucester, Massachusetts, home of the St. Peter's Fiesta, our biggest annual attraction. Look at this.
Look at this.
Mr. Miyagi kicked it!
Yeah! Kicked it.
The Salty Seamen, your 2024 champions, back to back.
That's what it's all about. Three of your daughters on one boat. Amazing.
On a jet ski.
Derek Hopkins.
What the? Whoa!
Oh, he's coming in on a jet ski.
But Derek Hopkins, he deserves this ride, Corey.
It's be a long walk up Beach Court, boys.
I'll tell you, it'll be a long night.
Buona Fiesta and Viva San Pedro.
Viva!
And just like that, we're back here. Okay, I'm back with John, and joining us now, 13-time same boat champion Joanne Frontiero. We call her the matriarch of women's rowing around here, and 11-time same boat champion.
10.
What happened, Nikki?
It's
Did
only
they
10.
take one away?
It's only 10.
You got a juniors. You count your
Three
juniors?
juniors, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Nikki Parisi is with us as well. Thank you both for joining us. We really appreciate it. Okay, so Nikki, you were actually involved in the races until very recently. Can you just kind of tell us what's been going on the last couple of weeks and who was competing and how that all played out?
So the past couple weeks, myself and my crew, we started in January
just working our butts off, really hitting the gym, going hard. Our practices, we thought we were incredible, and evidently we weren't incredible enough. So I know there's a lot of new crews coming in, a lot of new blood, the younger, definitely a lot of strength out there, a lot of athleticism, and it's changing a bit.
Yeah. Well, and even leading up to this event, like, people are going to see the finals today, but there have been all these elimination heats going on over the last week or two, and we had lots of participants this year. Joanne, can you talk to that at all? Do you just seeing the growth of?
I am so proud of the growth of the women's and the young girls. To think that, when did we start it? In 97? 95. To see where it came to today, and all the crews are competitive. I mean, everybody takes it a lot more serious as far as hitting the gym and all that stuff. Turn?
Yeah,
okay.
We can turn. So we're already starting to see one of the crews out there practicing.
Is that
looks like backlash in the Pinta.
Yep.
They have 3 or 4 championships under their belts.
Yeah.
They came in from juniors years ago.
Yeah. They've been together since they were juniors,
Yes.
long time.
Wow. Yeah. So in these moments leading up to the race, what is going on with all the participants? They've drawn flags to figure out which lane they're going to be in. We see there's them slowly working their way over towards Pavilion Beach here to get ready. So what is happening that we're not seeing right now amongst these crews?
They're trying to make sure all of their equipment is perfect. Their oars are tied in perfectly. Their footboards are exactly where they want them to be. A couple of them are probably peeing themselves. Somebody might be puking over the side. We don't know. And they're just getting ready to, once they line them up, we all know it takes forever for a race to get started, and that is the worst part of the race. You just sit there forever. Your forearms turn into junk, and you're shaking the whole time. And it's just like, sit ready, sit ready, sit ready. Then you'll think you're going to go, and they turn it around. You have to do it all over again. So I think that's the toughest part of the race.
The scuttler is also watching the flags to see which way they're blowing so they can adjust their course. If it's blowing that way, they have to line up more this way because the wind will blow them over. So.
And that's the scuttler standing at the end of the boat there,
Yes.
steering, eventually in charge of steering and turning on the crew. We'll get that into a bit as well. So, Joanne, when we were off here, you were mentioning, I asked how the conditions were going to play in because it is breezy today. How will that affect the race?
The cold isn't going to affect them. I mean, because once they start rowing, they're going to get heated anyway. The wind will affect them. Right now, it doesn't look like it's too turbulent or anything.
No.
So, but coming home, they'll probably be tired. Yeah, it's because of the wind. They're going to have to fight the wind coming in.
Does the tide matter at all?
Not really. It just makes it a little longer, a little shorter. I mean, a lot of times, some of these races are won because of the scuttler. If the scuttler has a perfect course, it's a much easier win.
Right.
So the scuttler is very important, the unsung hero.
Gotcha. Hey, Isaac, do you want to bring up the rules for the Sambo racing?
rules?
Yeah, we have these. Well, yeah, so we can share these. Okay, so so right now, so basically this is how we do it here, right? 3 boats with 12 crew members, including a coxswain, who keeps the rhythm and the cadence, so like a coach essentially, and the scuttler, who's in charge of steering and turning. The boats are named Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria, accordingly. They're approximately 30 feet long and weigh about 3,000 pounds. Imagine hauling that a mile out. So these boats line up side by side right in front of us here at Pavilion Beach. Each boat has a designated flag to row towards from left to right. There's way out there, half mile, is a red, white, and blue flag attached to a buoy. A blind draw decides which boat each team will row towards, which will have, and which flag they must go around. The flags are a half mile out. So they hit that half mile, they have to make a sharpest turn as they can around that flag, and then head back to where they started. The first boat to hit the beach wins. First place raises an American flag. Second place raises an Italian flag. So I guess now we can sort of get into the details of the cruise and rowing, and like you just talked about the importance of the scuttler, is there any reasoning behind where the ladies are on the boat?
Yes. Yes. You have your lead oars, and then you have in the middle your engine room, and then you have in the back the people who are actually rowing when at the starting line that keep the momentum of the boat going forward so that when it does start, they have the boat momentum going a little bit. I would say the strongest girls are in the middle. More experienced people in the front for lead oars.
So the lead oars are keeping the stroke.
They keep the stroke.
They're keeping the stroke.
Yep. And the coxswain will say, when she looks at another boat, if we're falling behind, pick it up, give me 10. They'll have to pull hard on 10 to try to make a move. You can't ever let yourself get too far behind because it's very hard to make up the space in these boats.
Yeah, you never want to be behind.
No.
It's just, it
and
makes
the
it so much
start,
harder.
The start is extremely important.
All right, so we see a second crew has come into focus now out there in the harbor as they make their way towards the beach. And then, actually all three now are here practicing.
Oh, yeah, out there.
Yep. And chilling out. They'll make their way back closer to us here. And then there's all the posturing and and I guess what a lot of people have asked us from afar is how do you actually start a race like this in the ocean?
So you try to get everybody as even as you possibly can. And of course, then comes in the bow girls that are feathering back there to try to keep the boat moving and maybe give you a little inch or two. And then you just...
The coxswain will look over at the other two boats.
So it used to be there was somebody on the beach.
Right.
So the coxswains will raise their arms when they feel their crew is ready. And the person on the beach would throw their arms up, and that's when it started. But they haven't had one the past few years. So it's all just kind of all three boats just trying to line them up and agree on when they're going to start. And it hardly ever starts the first try.
Which is understandable.
Somebody's always trying to get the edge. They'll have 4 people rowing in the bar and the boat's moving forward and stuff, and they'll put their arms up and they've got a half a boat already. So you, as a coxswain, that's her job to look over and not start the race if she feels like she's already behind. So.
Right, and it's not unusual to have 2 or 3 false starts.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all.
No. That's the worst part of the race, like we said earlier. It's sickening.
Yeah.
All right, do we want to go over the rosters at all and see what jumps out at us? So, Isaac, you want to bring up the rosters for today's event between defending champs Salty Ore and Backlash and Boats and Barbells? Oh, that is the juniors.
That's juniors.
Isaac, we need the seniors.
I have it on here, too. So.
Yeah, we have them. Okay, so Boats and Barbells, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any names jump out here? We have Scuttler Nick Dreyer and coxswain Rick Melanson.
Yeah, I know Rick from a long time ago, and honest to God, none of the other names jump out at all.
All right. We'll give them a quick shout-out. So Marissa Clifford Biderman, Christina McKenna, Nina Manzo, Anna Job, Lindsay Marjota, Kara Cheever, Darlene Prinz, Kristen Fitzgerald, Katie Flanagan, and Ali Conchetti. There is that. Then we have Backlash, which we alluded to a little bit earlier. The scuttler is Joe Balbo, a big name here, and the coxswain is Julie Geary, just as big as well. So what do you know about Joe and Julie?
Well, today's Julie's birthday.
Yeah,
so she'd like nothing
Julie.
better for a birthday present. So happy birthday, Julie. And Joe Balbo has been a scuttler, very experienced. He's a great scuttler. He's been around for a long time.
One of the best.
Yep.
He's won many races for us in the past.
Yes.
So Andy, just a really good guy.
Yeah.
So.
One of the and so Backlash's crew is Andrea Picano, Sam Caminelli, Sophia Cecilio, Kate Morrissey, Alyssa Souza, Rachel Cecilio, Ashley Smith, Katie Knowlton, Testestino, and Amanda Isabel. And then we have the defending champ, Salty Ore. Scuttler Rick Miles and coxswain Suzanne Clerkin. Okay, so this was a big deal last year because Salty Ore, we hadn't seen before, correct me if I'm wrong, a team that really won on brute strength and power more than sound technique.
Correct.
So can you explain that to folks out there, what we mean?
It's unexplainable.
I wish we could.
It was definitely an upset.
They beat the crew. The crew that I was on came in second, and I will say, like I said earlier, technique-wise and everything, we were awesome. At least we thought we were awesome. And we got out there, and they took us out. They embarrassed us.
But so from being experienced rowers, they had on Championship Friday last year, they had the worst start of the 3 boats. They had the worst line of the 3 boats. They had the worst turn of the 3 boats, and they still won the race, which defied all odds for same boats.
If you watch them row,
we're not taking away any athleticism.
I know, I'm not taking it. They won, and they deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch rowers, it's supposed to be like one oar. Everybody's together.
And a nice sweep.
And a lot of times we were seeing this, and there were new crew, and they came in, and then they just muscled all the way home. That was brute strength. It really was. Those girls had to be strong because they overcame being behind and won that race.
Yeah. All right, so let's give a shout out to their crew: Addie Fenton, Janelle Parker, Jen Giovannucci, Lori Sullivan, Brianna Kachopoulos, Jordy Fenton, Brandy Dion, Kerry Fadden, Kate Lefebvre, and Diane Parisi. So we'll see if they can repeat today. Amazing stuff. They're getting a little closer to us here. Like we said, the start's supposed to occur around 4:45 or so. So we also want to mention, too, the lanes that they're in as well. So Backlash is in the red course. That'll be on the left of the screen for everybody. Defending champ Saltior will be in the white course in the middle, chasing the white flag. Boats and barbells are on the far right in the blue course. Any difference at all? Because we've heard over the year, maybe the blue course on the far right, because of the way the beach sort of settles here, might be a slightly shorter course for folks. What do you think?
I've heard that too. They say that this side of the beach is shorter. If you're when you're coming home, if it's a tight race, to head to this side because it's a shorter distance. We've also heard that the tide from the river and everything can also make a difference in the blue flag.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends. It depends. The thing with me is the flags now are closer together than they used to be years ago. And if all 3 boats are going in at the same time, or if one's starting to turn and one is behind, you have to be careful that you don't hit the other boat. So there's a lot that they have to be aware of.
Supposedly they did spread the flags out a little bit more this year.
Did they? Oh, awesome.
Rumor
Any predictions, ladies?
No. I think it's going to be a race.
Nikki's behaving.
Right now. It's going to be a race. It's going to be a race. Like I said, the newest crew in here, Boats and Barbells, they were a huge surprise as well. So we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, and we should give a shout out to in the elimination races. There actually was literally a dead heat, a dead tie. We had drone footage, everything, photo finish. They couldn't determine it, so there was actually a re-race a couple nights ago to determine.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And
And then they ended up actually winning by more than a boat Wednesday night. Whereas on the first elimination, they were neck and neck. So.
I mean, it was. I was there. I saw it. I totally thought that the other boat got it. I mean, by like a fraction of a second. But it was just too much. They couldn't tell for sure, so they had to do it.
If you're just tuning in, folks, you're watching the 99th Annual St. Peter's Fiesta live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. We're here at Pavilion Beach. I'm Corey Cooker alongside John Nicastro, Joanne Frontiero, and Nikki Parisi as we're getting ready for the Women's Senior Same Boat Race Finals. The crews are just sort of practicing a little bit, feathering their ways towards shore, where there is the imaginary starting line, so to speak. And we're getting ready for that. That'll be followed by the Greasy pole. You see that, of course, in there as well. And then that'll be followed by the Women's Junior Same Boat Finals. We talked about this, I know, Joanne, and you and I talked about this last year specifically, but the fact that there is a day dedicated to the female rowing and women, right? And you prefer it that way.
I do.
Yeah?
Because that way you get to pick your own oars. You get to get the boat ready ahead of time. You can tie in your oars the way you want, fix it. If we did it after the men on the weekend, a lot of men like heavy oars. So with women, to me, it's our special day. We've been trying to get that for a long time. We have that special day, and I think that being able to get the boat ready the way that is convenient for you, that you just jump in it, is good. It's worth it. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, no, I agree. And, I mean, considering, too, now there's a lot more female rowers than there are male rowers.
Yeah.
So we deserve it.
Yeah, we heard there was 130, 140 plus girls and women who were.
Yeah, I mean the junior women's. I think that don't quote me, but there was at least 7, and for the junior boys, I think there was only like 3 or 4 signing up.
Yep.
So we got to get the boys back in here.
We do.
Well,
We
why
do.
do you think? What explains the rise in popularity?
With women,
Yeah.
because they were never able to do it before, and now it's like
I
privilege.
think women's sports across the whole country is exploding. Softball,
That's true.
basketball,
Yeah.
in our hometown. I mean, I run a travel softball program, and women's sports are just exploding, and I love it.
All right, so everyone's a little closer to shore now.
So here we are, 2026, Friday, Women's Senior Seine Boat Championship.
Okay.
And we have Salty Ore in the Santa Maria, Backlash in the Penta, Boats and Barbells in the Nina. The defending champs, Salty Ore, will be in the middle in the Santa Maria, going for a repeat. They won last year convincingly on Friday to take down the title with defying odds of not really having in-sync rowers, but just pure strength. Let's see if their stroke has gotten better to be able to repeat the championship. That will be Salty Ore in the middle, the defending champs in the Santa Maria, going for the white flag.
Hats off to the graphic department. So, Joe and Nikki, talking a little bit about how Salty Ore didn't have a great start last year and it didn't really matter. How important is a strong start for the other 2 crews today?
The start is huge. If you get a lead, if you feel so much better. You don't have to play catch up. You can see them coming, so you can keep going and going. If you fall behind, you die inside, and you just kill yourself to get back there. So the start is huge, and the turn is major.
So you're seeing now that some of the boats in the way of the course are being set aside by the police boats are out there, the Coast Guard's out there, the harbor master's out there to make it as safe an experience as possible. The lanes are red, white, and blue from left to right. The red lane is closest to the Greasy pole. So if you're looking and you're sort of new to this event, and the blue lane may have a slightly shorter path. It's also closer to the Cup Bridge that leads to the Annisquam River here in Gloucester Harbor as well. The defending champs are smack in the middle, and we're expecting a killer race today.
So
From what I've heard as far as the start, now that we don't have somebody starting the race, is that they line up and then the person in the middle will put their arms down, up and down.
That's not how we did it.
You know how you did it? That's how they were talking about it the other day.
Maybe they are today, but usually, the adrenaline gets going. As soon as your coach puts their arms up, you go, pretty much. So
the third arm that goes up starts the race.
All right, so there's a nice tight shot of the crew getting ready. And like Nikki and Joe keep mentioning, you're going to see the coxswain, once he or she feels like their crew is ready to go, their arms will be raised. And when all 3 sort of wink, wink, nudge, nudge agree, away they go.
Yep.
the champs on screen now, Salty Ore. 10 rowers, a coach, and a scuttler.
My prediction is that Backlash will come out on the start first, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to precise and precision and everything, keep an eye on them.
Well, the rowers on Backlash are much more experienced.
Yes.
And they have technique. Now we have to see if they have the strength.
The endurance and the strength, yeah.
So even now, for folks looking, right, so these boats are angled a certain way, like, people are sort of expecting almost like a running race, where you're in a lane and it's sort of a straight shot. Explain the difference here when you're battling the tide and the wind.
They're turned this way so that the wind doesn't blow them over as much. But if you notice how they're lining up, the wind is blowing from left to right. So they're probably going to go a little bit high and be expected that the wind will blow them down to their flag a little bit. So they have to adjust for that.
Yeah, so it's probably not going to look like they're going straight to their flag. They're probably going to have to go a little wide and let the wind help them. So people will be like, oh, my God, they're going wide, but there's a reason for it.
Now, if you look at Joe Belbo, he's definitely high. That's where experience comes in. He knows it's going to blow him over. These two probably should be over this way a little bit more. That's what I would think. Right, Nick?
Yeah, but we don't have to tell them.
And when we're saying high, too, we mean like literally closer to the greasy pole,
yes.
right, to the left, yeah. Oh, and here is the national anthem, folks. All right, folks, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta. Coming at you from Gloucester, Massachusetts, Pavilion Beach. It is the women's senior sailboat race final. We're getting ready right now. It is defending champ Saltior taking on Backlash and boats and barbells. They're just getting lined up in front of us. Joanne Frontiero, Nikki Parisi are here to help John Castro and myself, Corey Kukuru, call the race for everybody. Super excited and happy to be with everyone today. And thank you all for tuning in and making this St. Peter's Fiesta extra special.
So here we are, the Senior Sailboat Championship for Women's Division.
Yeah, this is going to be the Pinta to the left.
This might be a quick spot.
And the Nina to the right. Great crowd today. There were a lot of people singing the anthem today. That was really nice.
It was. Yeah.
Geez, the last few years we've done this, it's been dead high tide. We've had no beach to play with. It's great to see a lot of people out there on the beach today.
I know. Yeah. It's come a long way. I can remember when there weren't that many people on the beach when we first started, so it's come a long way.
This is going to be a quick start.
Yeah. Who's on the right?
Boats and barbells.
Boats and barbells. He needs to pull up. Or the other one needs to back up.
So here we go, people. Backlash to the left with Joe Balbo standing at the house scuttling and Julie Gary, the coach, the coxswain. In the middle, we have the defendant champ, Salty Orr, with Rick Miles scuttling and Suzanne Clarkin as the coach. And to the right, we have Boats and Barbells with Nick Brea as the scuttler and Rick Melanson as the coach of the coxswain. They're lining up now and getting ready to go. The 2026 Women's Senior Division Championship, Friday, 2026 Fiesta.
And in the meantime, John, the pontoon, so to speak, has brought in the Greasy pole walkers as they're getting ready to reach the platform. And we're getting ready for all these Saints to get lined up so we can get this underway. But this is what we've been talking about for a bit now. It's gamesmanship, and whatever edge you can get, you take.
Absolutely.
So they're lining up now. You'll see in the bow, there's 10 rowers, 2 in the bow that will start to take some strokes called feathering to get the boat going, giving it some momentum. For people that remember Flintstones, Fred Flintstone would run in place and the car would take off. It's something similar.
Julie needs to move up.
Joe. He's gonna.
All 3 boats lining up.
He's got room. They're gonna get on top of each other.
The bowmen are feathering.
Get ready.
Here they go. In the middle, the champs' hands are up, signifying that they're ready.
Keep an eye on the left in their start.
Backlash to the left. Experienced boat trying to take down the champs. The champs in the middle. Backlash to the left. Boats and barbells to the right.
Ricky already has a lead.
They're going to line them back up again.
And now they have to backwater.
It's good. We're trying to get our drone in place, fighting the elements right now. But
you'll have a beautiful shot of the boats going out with our drone right over the boats. You'll be able to see inside the boats. They're bringing them back. Can you walk us through, ladies, what's going on now, what you were talking about earlier, why they're coming back?
Yep, they got to bring them back.
They weren't even, and they were getting off their flags at the starting line, so they're coming back so that they can line up better and get even again.
But even that stroke that they do when they backwater, that kills. That burns out your wrist, it burns out your forearms.
And you never want to stop the boat after you backwater, because the momentum of the boat is going towards the beach instead of out. Oops.
Does the time it takes to maybe reach the halfway point, reach the flag, or reach the beach, is that ever in your mind, like you're trying to beat personal bests, or is it just, it doesn't matter, like every race is different? And
I think once you get going, I mean, personally, once I get past the island, I black out. I just black out. I don't know what's going on. I'm just rowing for my life. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that's really a factor. You're going, why am I doing this? Why did I think this was a good idea? How much longer? And then when they start telling you, right, like 20 strokes to the pin for the turn, then we're like, okay, we can do this.
Here we go again. People salty oar in the middle. Salty the coaches' arms up saying that they're ready. To the left, we have backlash. And to the right, we have boats and barbells. The champs in the middle.
I don't think they care as much about the time, how much time it takes. Mm-hmm. It's more about position, where you are with the other 2 boats.
I see.
And they're bringing them
even
back
in training?
Well, in training, you can go for time. Yeah. Yes.
But you also have to remember that the conditions are always different, too.
Yes.
If you have real choppy weather, it's going to be a lot longer race.
So what do you think of these conditions today? Not ideal?
I think they're beautiful.
Okay.
It's a little windy.
A little windy, but that's the scuttle will take care of that. It's not going to affect them that much. There's not a big wake or anything. There's no boats going in their course. So they should be able to just go right through it. Yeah, and
we don't mind a signature sea breeze here, especially when there were the chance of thunderstorms. Usually when a band reaches our little peninsula here on Cape Ann and Gloucester, the breeze tends to help break up those storms. So they're passing north and south of us right now. The last couple of years we've been doing this, we've had some serious weather delays. So it's one thing when the Greasy pole flag gets knocked down, but these conditions are unreal last year, especially with the fog. No worries in that regard today.
No, nice and clear.
Yep.
So take 3, here we go. They're lining up for a 3rd time.
But he's not going to be happy being this far over.
No.
Joe
Plus there's boats in the way.
To the left is Backlash. Joe Belbo, the scuttler, experienced scuttler, lining his boat up. In the middle, you have Salty Oar, the defending champions. And to the right, you have Boats and Barbells.
We've already heard the first chants of Viva San Pedro, and we're getting shout-outs over there. And here the Greasy Pole Walkers are loading up another boat full of participants today. 43 walkers. That'll happen at the conclusion of this race. But first things first, right? The women's senior Sainbow finals are about to happen. Salty Ore in the middle lane, your defending champs. Can they do it again?
Well, Salty Ore, as you can see on the screen, has about a 3-boat lead. So this
I
boat,
know.
this
He
will
keeps
not
lining up way ahead of everybody else, and then they have to end up coming back. So
This happened last year, too.
yeah.
Is this deliberate?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
There's definitely some mind games going on, ladies, right?
Yep.
No doubt about it. It's like that in every sport.
I don't know why they do that, because why would anybody start a race if you're a whole boat ahead of them? You know what I mean? You're not going to put your arms up and go.
Well, and I think, too, it makes the other crews really mad.
Yeah.
So it makes you row a little harder.
Beautiful view there with our drone footage.
I love it. Look at that beautiful green
Look at that
seawater.
beautiful
Oh, I
water.
didn't see that.
We try to tell people from outside the area that the sea, it's really sea green here.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
That's his. We have to share.
That's gorgeous stuff from 1623's Tom Manning there. Beautiful footage.
All right.
Lining up for a third time. The champs in the middle.
All right, Rick needs to have them stop feathering so that they can line up.
And he has 3 oars feathering instead of just 2.
Three. He's got
mean,
6.
4.
He's got
He
the
has
whole
6
boat
oars.
rowing now.
No, that's actually them rowing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Getting close.
get ready.
Up.
Up,
There they go. They're
So-
off. And like Nikki said, to the left, we had Backlash with the best start coming right out. They were ready to go. The other 2 boats definitely started off a little slower. Backlash to the left.
looks ahead.
Nice.
Salty
Right,
Ore in the middle. Boats and barbells to the right. And you can see Backlash with a slight lead.
But when
Yeah,
you
we-
watch, it should look like 1 oar on each side. And
How these strokes look? Can you tell, Nikki? From
yeah, Backlash looks great. The other ones, they're starting to get it together.
The middle boat is spidering a lot.
Yeah. But
Especially on
the
the right side.
barbells are
Boats and barbells.
Okay, yeah.
They actually are
They're more together than the middle
than
boat.
the middle boat. Yeah.
now, looking at this screen now, are the 2 crewers on the right too close to one another, or is the crew on the left too far away from everyone else?
It could be a problem at the turn.
Yeah.
If they stay that close and go into the turn, that could be a problem.
But he's going that way because the wind's going to blow him towards the flag.
The left lane you're talking
Yeah.
about.
I'm talking about Backlash. You can see they look way over. Experienced scuttler to the left with Backlash, Joe Belbo. You can see he's far to the left. He's going to play the wind to take him right around the red flag. In the middle, you have Salty Ore, the defending champs, going for the white flag. And Boats and Barbells to the right going for the blue flag.
And it's a half mile out and a half mile back. And the first to reach the beach is your winner.
Looks like Backlash has a very slight lead over the champs. And it looks like Boats and Barbells are trying to make a move on the champs.
It's a 3-boat race as of now.
Yep, it's a race.
Okay, so to my untrained eye, it looks like Backlash is really high to the flag, but that may be deliberate to him in order to make it the sharpest turn as possible.
The wind's going to help bring him around.
Yes.
He looks like he's a perfect line for the red
Yeah.
flag. It's perfect. Joe Balbo, 4 decades of rowing and scuttling.
The other 2 boats, if they get too low in that flag, they're going to have to angle this way to get, because you have to make it counterclockwise around the flag and make sure you don't miss it. So
they've got to angle left, Joanne? Is that what you...
if they're too low on the flag.
It looks like right now Salty Ore is low on the flag.
And it looks like Salty Ore's making a big move, too.
Yeah.
And then they'll lose time if
Yeah.
they have to do that.
But right
So,
now, it's like they're neck to neck with Backlash.
Yeah, they are.
The defending champs in the middle, Salty Ore making a move.
This turn could make the race.
Yep.
Does Joe Belbo have a turn in him to start this weekend? He's in the senior men's division as well.
Got a good crew in the senior
Very
men's
good
division.
crew
Yeah.
with Andy Orlando as the coach.
Yep.
A lot of drama in the men's division this year.
And
All
his
kinds of stuff.
grandson is rowing in the junior boys.
Love it.
He's going way off.
Too high?
Very close race with backlash to the left, Salty Ore in the middle, the defending champs, boats and barbells to the right.
I mean, these boats are all within like a seat or two of each other right now. The turn's going to be huge.
Great race.
Yes, they have.
Tell us what they mean when they say make a move. Walk us through it.
All of us, your coach will tell you, all right, you got to give me 10 now. And that's you just drive off your legs and you pull with everything you have. But
10
you have
short,
to
quick
stay.
strokes.
You have to stay together.
And when you approach
You know?
the flag, you always tell them, give me 10. More speed to the flag gets you around quicker.
Right. So what they mean when they say make a move, it's 10 quick, short strokes.
Not
give
short.
them
Not short.
Not
long
short.
ones, lady. Long.
Same
Long
stroke, just
Same
harder.
stroke, just with everything you
quick.
have.
Yeah.
A lot of power.
A lot of power.
60% of the power should be coming from your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you get tired and you stop using your legs. And so we try to remind everybody, use your legs.
That's where the coach comes in.
Yep.
Around what point do you start thinking about your first like tequila and soda?
10-pound island.
Is it really? Yeah.
So Salty Ore is opening up a little bit of a lead
A little
here.
bit of a lead.
Not much, but it's definitely a lead. Could be
But-
about a quarter of a boat.
Looks like Backlash is coming back at him, though.
Anytime Salty Ore makes a move, Backlash makes their move.
And they have to. They can never let the other boat get too far
You don't want to
ahead.
play catch up. You don't. But
A half a mile out, they'll turn
See,
the
they're
flag
making-
and a
they're-
half a mile back.
I'd say they're almost dead even right now.
Looks
Yeah.
it, Nikki. Yeah.
Salty Ore is actually angling their boat because
Yeah.
they were
They were
low.
low.
They
Yep.
were low.
Yep.
So
And
that slows them down, no doubt about it.
Well, the shortest distance between two spots is a straight line.
Right.
So if you have to go this way and then this way, you're adding more distance.
More work.
Yep. Backlash is making another move. No, it doesn't.
Here we go to the left. You can see Backlash to the
He's
left.
starting to go over.
Here they come.
Yep.
Here
There goes
Joe.
Joe Belbo.
Backlash is
There
going to
goes
make the
Salty
turn.
Ore, the defending champs.
Boom.
Boats and barbells
Uh-oh.
going in. It's going to come down
Go
to
ahead.
this
Go
turn.
ahead.
5 oars will come out of the water.
One,
5 will keep stroking to turn this
two.
boat around.
They're all
Joe
going.
Belbo right now looks like he's getting this
They're all
boat the
going.
strength of one side.
Backlash is going to come out of it first.
Backlash, Joe
By a hair.
to the left. Salty Ore in the middle.
Straighten them out. Let's
Come
go.
on, Joe.
Straighten
Here
them
they come,
out.
all 3 boats into the turn.
Wow.
All 3 boats, and it looks like they're all coming out of the turn about the same time. What a turn by Boats and Barbells. Nick
Beautiful
Drea.
turns.
Now Backlash is a little bit in front right now.
Yeah.
This is when strength and endurance could
Yeah.
go by them. So Backlash has to hold that lead.
But Backlash does have the experience.
They do. But that turn is exhausting. So they just need to pull everything they have out and hold on if they want to win this
They're
race.
still ahead.
Yes, all 3 turns were beautiful. They were good. It
This
looks
is a
like
race. I
no
mean,
doubt
there's
about
no
it.
doubt this is going to be a good race.
Salty Ore, the defending champions, in the middle. 2026 Fridays, senior division. women's
Salty Ore's
champions.
making a move right
Does
now.
Yeah, they
Backlash
are.
have enough to hold off the champs?
Come
A
on.
boat full of CrossFit ladies that are in tremendous shape. Backlash is saying, don't underestimate us. I can guarantee that. Boats and Barbells are saying the same thing. No doubt. I've talked to many of these women. They're sick of hearing one boat's in shape and the other aren't. They're all in shape.
We're getting
That's
we're getting side-eyed in the booth, folks. Side-eyed.
Sometimes people train differently. They trained, the boat she was on, they trained all winter in the gigs.
Come on.
We got a race.
We
Salty
have
Ore's
Salty Ore's
starting to
pulling
take
ahead.
over
Or in
now.
the middle.
Yep.
Boats and Barbells is falling a little bit behind.
Well, Julie's birthday. Let's go, Jules.
The defending champs in the middle, Salty Ore, with about a two-seat lead. Backlash to the left. Does Backlash have enough?
Backlash is making a move right now.
Boats and Barbells hanging on.
I think they have to, Nikki.
Yeah.
It's not making moves now. It's just balls out. Anything you have, empty the tanks.
Yep.
It's that close. They've got to.
And they know that they have a race coming home. They have to stay within the distance.
Yeah, it just seems like Salty Oars just creeping ahead ever so slightly here.
Salty Oars is walking ahead right now. They're up about a half a boat.
And you're going to hear the folks here in front of us on the beach getting a little more amped up as these racers head back towards shore. There they go.
Boats and barbells looks like they're coming up a little bit.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, they made
Wow.
a move.
They're about three
Salty
quarters of a
Oar,
boat
the
ahead
defending
now.
champs, with about 3/4 to about a boat lead.
This could be a repeat of the elimination race the other night.
Boats and
second and third.
barbells.
Yeah, Boats and Barbells is doing something here.
Yeah, they're coming on now too.
Backlash is drifting back just a little bit. Backlash to the left. Salty Oars, the defending champs in the middle. Boats and barbells to the right, down by about a boat. Backlash, down by about a little bit more than a boat.
Yeah. Looks like boats and barbells by like maybe 2 seats.
The senior women's division championship.
And they're coming in on an angle.
They're approaching the Greasy pole coming out, which they will have the Greasy pole shuffle. They'll be given everything they have. Does Backlash or Boats and Barbells have enough? Backlash is falling behind.
Look at the wake.
Look at them coming on, though.
Look at the
Those
wake
boats
on
and
the
barbells
boat on
have
the
it.
right. Look at the wake they're leaving.
Boats
are
and
digging in
Barbells
now.
to the right.
The boats and
making a
barbells
slight
is making a move.
Salty Oar in the middle, the defending champions. Backlash falling behind. Here comes Boats and Barbells to the right. The
Oh my
champs
God,
in
they
the
can't
middle.
hang on 'em.
Wow.
Boats and Barbells down by about a half a boat, and they're moving on the champs. Salty Oar
They're
in
pulling.
the middle.
Wow. They're coming up on them.
Your 2025 champs in the middle. Salty Oar trying to hold off. Boats and Barbells to the right.
Boats
Boats and Barbells to the right, went into the turn. Third place, came out of the turn. Third place. They're now in second place,
They're
about a half a
2
boat
seats behind. The Greasy pole shuffle is going to
Do
make
they
this
have
race.
enough?
And it all ends when the first boat literally hits the beach and comes to a stop.
Backlash is falling behind. Salty Oars in the middle, the defending champs. Boats and Barbells to the right,
Gonna
approaching
go
the
to
Greasy pole.
shorter side of the beach.
Yep.
Yeah, they're passing the flotilla in the Greasy pole right now.
Here they come, the defending
Oh.
champs,
Uh-oh.
Salty Oar. And here
They're
comes
moving.
Boats and
They are
Barbells.
moving.
Boats and Barbells to the right, down by about 2 seats. You have Salty Oar in the middle, trying to hold them off, the defending champions.
This is when you use your legs, your lungs, anything you
Here
have.
comes Boats
Let's
and
go.
I
Barbells
have
down
to
by about
say-
a bench.
They
Here
look
comes
good.
Salty
Now.
Oars.
Oh my
We're in
God.
the
Salty
green
Oars,
water. We're
can
in
they
the
hold them
shallow
off,
water.
the defending champs.
my
Boats
God.
and Barbells
This is
to
so
the right.
close.
Here
Oh
they
my.
come.
Come on.
Come on.
Salty Oars in the middle, the defending champs
They're
to the
gonna do
right.
it.
You have
They're gonna
Boats
do it.
and
They're gonna do it.
Barbells.
They're gonna do it.
Salty Oar in the middle. Boats and Barbells to the right. And you have your defending champions repeating
Wow.
with Salty Oar in the middle, your 2026.
Wow.
They
almost
had
did
another
it.
5
Division
feet.
women's
That could have been
champions.
different.
Wow.
That could have been a
Wow.
lot different if it was a little bit longer. Wow.
Fantastic.
What a comeback by Boats and Barbells, but the day goes to Salty Oar. 2026 champions, they did it again, back to back. Salty Oar, Scuttler, Rick Miles, Coxman, Suzanne Clarkin, Addie Fenton, Jordy Fenton, Janelle Parker, Brandy Dion, Jen Giudici, Kerry Fadden, Lori Sullivan, Kate LaFave, Diana Katropoulos, and Diane
know that
Parisi,
feeling.
your 2006.
Here's that finish
26.
once again, everybody. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
just did it.
That was,
Oh my God.
By a nose.
If they had another 5 feet, I think they would have pulled ahead.
Wow.
Yep.
They really poured it on down the stretch. So
Yeah, they did.
That was amazing. But congratulations to Salto. Yeah, you see the traditional American flag. They also have raised. Of course, they have their own team
Oh,
flag
look, they
there
have
as
their
well.
own flag.
Look at that.
That's cute.
Wow. Congratulations, all three crews.
That was
Boats
a great
and
race.
Barbells.
Yes, that
what
was a
a
great
comeback.
race.
30 great athletes in those boats right now.
Yep.
Impressive.
Salty Oar now back-to-back women's senior same boat champions. There's the celebration. There's the beach. And hats off to Boats and Barbells and Backlash as well.
That was quite a comeback.
That was
of
great.
The boat on the right, yeah.
Incredible race.
Wasn't expecting that, especially after, but once you saw the turn, it was like, oh, okay, something's happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just kept gaining momentum, gaining and gaining.
And their oars together, their technique looked a lot better today.
Congratulations to Salty Oar defending the championship.
Yeah, now, Joe and Nikki, you both won this so many times. What's that feeling like when you hit the beach?
The best.
Better than anything ever.
Yeah, it's the best feeling. Sometimes you want to throw up over the side of the boat because you pull so hard, you pulled with everything. But just knowing that you win.
No matter how much pain you're in,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. You jump out of that seat and you're happy and free.
Everything you worked for months. You trained, you worked out, you rode. We used to row dories to get in shape and plus work out at the gym. So, yeah, it's all worth it. Doesn't matter how much it hurts.
And the bragging rights, that doesn't hurt as
Absolutely.
well. What about the camaraderie amongst all the rowers?
How do you think me and Nikki got to be such good friends?
Real? Is that right?
Yes.
Some of my very best friends are through rowing. It just, you build a sisterhood with these women, and it's like, I can't describe it. It's amazing. So.
Well, I hope no one hangs their head today, because that was unbelievable. And the road to get here was unbelievable as well. And like we mentioned before, I believe there were upwards of 130 to 150 female rowers participating.
Wow.
All ages, some as young as like 14.
Yes.
No, there was an 11-year-old.
Are you kidding me, Nikki?
11-year-old on our robots.
Wow. And they did well.
They did great. They did great.
Unbelievable.
Imagine them pulling those oars for a whole mile at that age. Little girls.
Oh, beautiful stuff. So, to put a bow on this part of our day, as Salty Oar, there they are. They're the champs. Hanging out. Welcome back to the booth, folks. Fantastic stuff, too. So Salty Oar does defend the title by a nose, literally. We're going to be back with Nikki and Joanne to go over the junior Seine finals after the Greasy pole. So thanks for your expertise once again. But final thoughts on that race?
You go first.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, like I said, they're ridiculously strong. And they rode a great race. Congratulations.
It was a great race.
I mean, all three crews.
I can feel for Backlash. I've been in the position where we were ahead, and after the turn we're ahead, and then somebody comes right by you and beats you out. That's hard. But it was a great race.
All right, we'll see both of you momentarily. We're going to take a quick break and come back with six-time Greasy Pole champ Derek Hopkins as we go through the Friday Greasy Pole here at St. Peter's Fiesta, Gloucester, Mass. You're watching live coverage all weekend long.
I'm Corey Kukru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore Seine boat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chissà tutte mute." What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood. I'm Corey Kukru for 1623 Studios, and this is the story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Hey, folks, Derek Hopkins, six-time champ, is back with us here. They're about to start the Greasy Pole, so let's get to it, guys.
Derek, we need your initial thoughts right now on our Friday lineup.
Friday lineup. Well, it's looking good. I think it's anyone's flag today. I do have a couple of picks myself.
Okay.
If you'd like to hear who they are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let it rip.
Frankie Neal, veteran, 20 years walked. I think
There he goes right now.
that's a
There
good
goes
first
Frankie
walk
Neal.
right there.
Okay.
He's one of my picks. 2 Nicks here. I got Nick Kukuru, I think, has got a good chance, and Nick Taramina's got a good chance.
I like you thinking
today.
with that Kukuru kid,
Oh,
Derek.
yeah.
I like that.
Nick Taramina touches the flag every year. Up right now, second walker, Brendan Chipperini in the courtesy round. Frankie Neal just went. Brendan
Whoa.
Chipperini.
Quick drop.
The number 3 walker on the list will be Joe D'Amico. Tell us a little bit about the courtesy round, Derek.
Courtesy round, so of course you're not allowed to grab the flag in the courtesy round. So yeah, it's a chance to get a little warmed up. It's been a long year since we've been up there, so try to get your feet settled in and try to get as far as you can.
There goes Joe D'Amico. Next up, the 4th walker, Anthony Pelizzola. There's a lot of grease on there. There's apples, bananas, mixed in with the grease.
Oh yeah.
So Derek, take us a little bit through how are you feeling this year? 6-time champion, 2019, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2022, 23, 24. And your buddy Nick White last year took it down.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back out there. I'm eager to get back on the pole. It's an exciting year for Nick White, of course.
Mike
And
Jacobs, 5th walker.
yeah, you just never know what's going to happen up there. So it's always exciting to get into it and see what ends up happening.
Next walker is Tyler White, walking for Darlene White. Next brother, right?
Cousin.
This is his cousin.
Yeah.
Is his brother walking?
Timmy?
Yeah,
Yeah, Tim's walking tomorrow.
tomorrow. Next up, 7th walker, Leo DiMercurio, working for Frank DiMercurio, Papa.
Like so, we've got 43 walkers this round. It's a courtesy round. You cannot grab the flag this time around. Then it's next walker wins. Whoever grabs it first after that. But right now, Derek, we're just trying. If you're on that platform right now, you're just hoping a lot of that grease gets slopped off that pole.
Essentially,
Yeah.
as each guy goes, hypothetically, they go a step further into the grease and they wipe a little bit off. And by the time it comes around, you typically have about half a pole still untouched with grease.
Al Miller Fogley, 8th walker, walking in memory of his Uncle Peter. Next up, number 9 is Cody Zappa, walking for his boys, Mason and Matthew Zappa. Friday Greasy Pole, 2026.
So, Derek, low tide. Make a difference or not? Like the last few years we've been doing this, it's been super high tide. Now it's dead low.
Yeah, it's been quite a few years since dead low. I personally don't mind it. I used to like jumping off the corries. I like a good drop, but it can certainly get in your head, especially with this wind that I think we're going to have on Sunday as well. It can mess with some people.
And that in the wind because it just makes it colder for you out there. Or?
Both that and if you get a good gust in the middle of your walk, it can throw your balance off while you're going. So.
10th walker, Gabe Castiello, walking for his mother Carol, best friend Devin Wolf.
And if you're just tuning in, this is the courtesy round of the Friday Greasy Pole at St. Peter's Fiesta. I'm Corey Cooker alongside John Nicastro, 6-time Greasy Pole champ Derek Hopkins.
Here we go, Gabe. Oh. Now, have you ever seen anyone get up on the Greasy Pole? Because I've never seen it, but I think that would be an unbelievable walk if you could fall, get up, and keep going.
Number 11, Jonathan Moody.
Right here, I just want to see the flag stay nailed to the end until someone actually grabs it. Every year we had that big delay last year. Then we had to wait for the Coast Guard boat to come out, but someone had to get the nails, someone forgot the hammer.
Number 12, Cameron DeCoste. Another guy that's touched that flag a bunch of times. Have had many good walks, but has never pulled it down.
Cam is up there as well. He's been out to the end quite a few times.
And this order is done in seniority, but from years walking, it appears here. Because,
yes.
Yeah. Cameron's, this is his 13th. 14th year, actually. He's already walked 13.
Oh, yeah. Got a little taste of the pole.
And so we know folks from afar are probably going to ask what it takes to walk on the Greasy pole. Normally, you're part of the fishing family or walking in someone's honor. And then today's winner will walk and advance to Saturday's pole. They'll be the first walker Saturday. And then Saturday's winner will be the first to walk on Sunday, which is reserved for champions.
Number 13, Joe Sanfilippo, walking for Gussie Alba. Number 14, Andrea Saputo. Congratulations to Salty Oars, Senior Woman 2026 Same Boat Champions. Number 15, Nick Browning. We're in the first round of your Greasy pole, the courtesy round. You cannot take it down in the first round. Everyone gets one walk, and then it will start in the second round, up for grabs. We're about a third of the way through with Nick Browning.
Good walk, Nick.
Got a nice little flotilla for a Friday afternoon here in Gloucester Harbor.
Dominic Castro walking in memory of Nana Cathy.
Oh, elbow drop.
Oh, yeah, it looks slippery up there. Seen a lot of falls so far.
Next up, Brett Souza walking for Baby Lorenzo.
Brett Souza, Hilltop guy here from our street hockey team.
He's still playing goalie?
No, another guy's the goalie. He's the coach, captain, brother, uncle, nephew.
I love it.
And just this year, he's a daddy as well. What a fall from Brett Souza.
Next up is Josh Gove.
Hey, Derek, how shallow is that right now where they're dropping?
Now, at dead low, if you were to pencil dive into the water, you could touch the bottom. And the eelgrass that grows in that area will float up right to the surface. So in the summer, when we would swim out there as kids, if it was dead low, you'd be swimming through the top of the eelgrass. You'd try to lay as flat as a pancake to not touch any of it.
Next up, Nick Taramina. He's gotten to the end of the pole many times, has never completely pulled it down. And there he goes, Nick Taramina. Ooh.
Took some grease with him, though.
Next up is Lenny Russo.
And we should mention it is biodegradable grease. And, of course, like John said earlier, there are banana peels, apples, you name it out there as well.
Some good wipeouts. Next up is Sal Taramina, walking in memory of Josephine Taramina. There goes Sal T. Oh. Next up is Nick Kukuru, walking in memory of Connor Alston and Simone Sanfilippo.
Yeah,
and
Nick,
Margaret
he's actually
Ferrante.
walking in memory of Anne Margaret Ferrante at all, as also our late state rep who passed away Thanksgiving morning last year.
This gets us through the halfway point of the...
Whoa, Nick. Cousin.
Next up is Nick Muse.
Nick's 8th year here on the pole.
Boy, a lot of people tasting pole today.
They are, yeah.
Next up is Drew Aiello.
Drew Aiello is another Hilltop guy from the team. There you go, good walk, Drew.
Next up, Jonathan Cooney. The 25th walker out of 43 in the first round. This is your courtesy round. You cannot take it down in the first round.
And one of the co-founders of Bridge Cape Band. So tip of the cap to my former partner, Coons.
Way back. Way back.
Would also like to point out that Cooney's mom is also a kookaroo. So I'm just throwing it out there. Not playing favorites. I'm just saying.
Just padding the stats
Yeah,
here.
you know. Oh, it's entertaining.
Next up, Jerry Shimataro, 26th walker of the first round.
Now this one's the goalie for Hilltop here. We're looking for a Hilltop flag today if we can.
A lot of Hilltop.
Oh, good walk.
Next up is Dylan Orlando.
Oh, Dylan's got friends here on
Yeah,
shore.
We got some cheers here for Dylan.
Good race.
Oh, he's got a hold.
Derek, we bring it up every year, but does speed kill or does the tortoise always lose?
I think you want to find the middle ground, personally.
Terrence Lane.
You can
Memory of
go.
Vincent Orlando.
You can go real fast, but it's tougher to correct your mistakes if you're going fast. And if you're going too slow, you can get caught up in the grease. So you find that middle ground, I find it to be the right spot to be.
Andrew Makomsky walking for Phil Makomsky. Well over the halfway point of the first round. Your courtesy round. Trying to get back to the top for Frankie Nail. Second round, first walker.
All right.
Good walk
That was
there.
the best walk yet. Andrew Makomsky. Next up is Marcus Biondo Martin walking for Gino Biondo.
And folks, we've got coverage of the Greasy Pole and Sailboat races all weekend long here live from Gloucester. Tune in at 4 p.m. Eastern, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Next up is Catherine Frontero. She had a great walk. Last year she had a good walk, and 2 years ago she had a great walk.
Yep. You hear the big cheers for her. There are female competitors. It's few and far between, but Catherine's been a good one.
She was a Sunday walker for the past 2 years, I believe, and she's made her way to Friday.
Boy. Well,
The poll shows no mercy
No,
for
it does
anybody.
not. No.
For no one. Dominic Pioni walking for Chris Daly.
yeah. The splits do not discriminate, folks.
No. No.
Oh,
There's been a
hold
There
on.
we
Hold
go.
on.
This could be it.
There we go. Dominic Pioni.
Oh, come on.
There it is.
Now we.
Oh, wow.
But that was an achievement in and of
That
itself.
was, definitely.
Justin Fichette walking for Sky, Scarlett, and Aiden.
Oh.
Tyler Rogers, next walker. 34th walker in the first round. 43 total. There he goes. Next walker is Steve LeBlanc Jr.
There's that name again.
The 35th walker of the first round. We're getting to the end of the first round.
Derek, you
The
think
courtesy
we'll
round.
button things up quick today, or you get any vibe at all?
I'm not sure. You can never tell, but seen a lot of people, like I said, eating pole today, so
Yeah.
we'll have to see what happens when we make the turn.
Douglas Macy. 36th walker.
His family's watching out on Rust Island now. Hope you enjoyed that splash.
Joey Pelazzola.
You know, when Joe Kleiss won this last year, he won in the third round. He was the 116th walker.
Really?
That was a long
116. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of grease up there. A lot.
Yeah, we're waiting for that one, that three-quarter pole kind of walk. Oh, to wind the crowd up.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen three-quarters yet. We've seen about half, just over half might have been the best walk so far.
Andrew Cribbs.
And again, that's the voice of six-time champ Derek Hopkins. Thankful he's back with us here in the booth to call today's contest. And, of course, he'll be walking on Sunday.
Oh, there it is. Good walk.
Halfway. Joseph Orlando.
I think it's fair to mention, too, at this tide, it doesn't look like it when you watch from the beach, but a lot of times hitting the water is going to hurt a lot more than hitting the pole. If you don't land correctly, you'll feel a good slap.
Good point.
James Sanfilippo, 40th walker of the first round.
And the water temp isn't even 60 degrees yet.
I don't even want to know what the water temp is.
Yeah.
I'd rather go into it blind on Sunday.
Check this morning. This morning it was like 58.
Oh,
we
man.
might be pushing 60 right now.
And you get that little breeze like this, that's going to turn you into an ice cube up there.
Hey, I wanted to ask you this, Derek. The barnacles on the ladder and all that, is that ever, how much of an issue that is when it's really low tide?
They're there. You got to be careful going up.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ladder's slippery, too. It's dangerous, especially, I say, when the boat pulls up to drop you all off. When it's this low, you're climbing up 15, 20 feet up the ladder. If you were to fall back and slip, then you'd fall back onto the boat. So it's imperative to be careful on the way up the pole.
Sam Sanfilippo just went, and now up is John Ciparini. The second to last walker of the first round, which is your courtesy round. Cannot take it down, and there it goes, John Ciparini.
Yeah, we got a couple Ciparinis
Last up
here.
is Jaden Ciparini. Last walker of the first round, Jaden Ciparini. That will, after this walker, we'll get into live action of the second round. First walker, Frankie Neal. It's up for grabs. First round, you cannot take it. Last walker here will be Jaden Ciparini of the courtesy round. There goes Jaden Ciparini, slow and steady.
Taking his time. All right, folks, that is the end of the courtesy round. Now we play for keeps. We do the same order once again. Just to reset the table here, I'm Corey Kukru of Bridge Cape Ann, alongside my longtime friend, John Nicastro. We are joined by six-time Greasy pole champ Derek Hopkins here to call today's action. Great to be with you both, by the way. We didn't get to spend too much time with Derek from the top because that was a fantastic women's senior same boat finals. We saw it was literally a nose-to-nose finish. And then we jumped right into today's competition here in the pool. So away we go.
Here we go. One of Derek's picks, right? Frankie Neal.
Frankie Neal is one of my picks.
He's had many good walks throughout the years. He's walked, this is his 20th year. It's open now, up for grabs. Frankie Neal, first walker, second round. The flag can be taken down anytime at this point.
And that is a 12-by-12 platform with about 46 feet of pole they're walking on. 40 feet or so protrude from the platform.
Here we go. Frankie Neal. A lot of grease on that pole. We've had about one walker go approximately halfway, and there goes Frankie Neal. Frankie Neal just under halfway. Next up is Brendan Ciparini.
This is Brendan's 20th year.
Oh, there goes Brendan. Next up is Joe D'Amico. Third walker, second round. Joe D'Amico.
That's another great guy.
Joe D'Amico. You're going to earn it if you get it right now with all that grease up there, no doubt about it. Going to earn it either way, whoever gets it. There goes Joe D'Amico. Joe D'Amico, a little over halfway.
All right, pretty good.
Next up, Anthony Palazzola.
There's a lot of grease on the end of the pole, but even at the start where it looks like there's nothing, it's still rubbed in a bit. It's still slick. It's not totally dry up there, so it's still not easy to do.
Well, when you have all that grease at the end in just the early second round, is that like insurmountable to a walker, or do you think you can cut through that?
You can cut through, but it's harder to cut through that. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll put a base layer of grease down, they'll drag a finger line through it, and they'll pour Crisco or coconut oil into that trough that they drag. So now they have a little capsule of oil in there, so when you step into it, it releases all that oil into it. It can be tough to walk through.
Yeah, the Greasy gang, the guys who actually go up there and slather the pole, they enjoy their jobs.
Mike Jacobs, fifth walker, second round. There he goes. Next up is going to be Tyler White, walking for Darlene White.
Early second round here, folks. The next to grab the flag is your winner, and we'll walk first tomorrow.
There goes Tyler White.
Slow and steady.
Pretty dive, though.
Yeah.
And our coverage tomorrow begins at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching us on YouTube, just subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you don't miss when we go live.
Next up, Leo DiMercurio walking for Frank DiMercurio, Papa. Leo DiMercurio. There he goes, Leo DiMercurio.
It's a good walk there.
Next up, Al Miglifogli walking in memory of his Uncle Peter.
Al's had some close walks. These next few guys have all had some pretty close walks.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love
Al? Possible here.
We have about 4 or 5 in a row coming up now that have had some real good walks through the years.
Yeah. And stay tuned, because after the Greasy Pole today, we do have live coverage of the women's junior same boat finals right here where the pole's happening.
And it proves to be tough to get back up on that pole once you've fallen down.
Next up, Cody Zappa. Walking for Mason and Matthew Zappa. There we go, Cody Zappa. He's had some good walks through the years. Does he have one more left in the tank? Cody Zappa.
He's eyeballing it.
Cody Zappa. His brother Jake Wood had the three-peat in 99, 2002, 3, 5, and 6. A 7-time champion, his brother. Does Cody have one in the tank? Cody Zappa halfway.
Oh.
I still do remember Jake Woods, the first three-peat there. That was unbelievable. That was a great summer.
Gabe Castiello walking for Mother Carol and best friend of Devin Wolf.
And that was the first time they added the Friday Greasy Pole, right?
Yeah.
First time they did it, and he won all 3.
No easy feat.
No, not at all.
He was a great walker. There he goes, Gabe Castiello. Ooh.
Oh.
Next up, Jonathan Moody. Jonathan Moody, 11th walker in the second round. 2026 Friday Greasy Pole. Whoever takes it down advances to Saturday.
And you see everyone taking their time, because next guy wins.
Jonathan
next person
Moody.
to grab the flag wins.
There's been some tough falls.
They want to make it count.
Next up, Cam DeCoste. Typically his second round walk is the one when he gets so close, but so far.
Cam's 14th year. Will this be the one?
Cam's a good walker. He's been close.
Great walker. He's been real close at least 6-7 times. Cameron DeCoste, 12th walker, second round. One of the favorites today to take it down and advance to Saturday. Is this the year for Cameron DeCoste? Cam DeCoste. Cameron DeCoste. There we go. There he goes, Cameron DeCoste. Oh, rough start out of the gate. Joe Sanfilippo walking for Gussie Alba.
Beautiful shot there from the drone. Nice work, guys.
Joe Sanfilippo.
Let's bring that flag to Pine Street, kid, huh?
There are no time violations, we should point out, too. You can sort of
Yeah,
do it at your own pace.
no official rule there.
And the guys don't care, right, Derek, up on the platform? No one cares. You're just
No.
doing your thing.
You do your thing. You take whatever time it takes.
Joe
Like you've said
Sanfilippo.
before, you get one chance. So, people respect other people's one chance. When your name gets called, if you want to take an extra minute to get it done.
Andrea Saputo. Up next, Andrea Saputo. Walker, second round.
And he is
Andrea
walking for the
Saputo.
house of Mitch. I mean, you got to give it up for that.
Next up, Nick Brown and
House of Mitch was a very popular dive bar here. If you're familiar with the Star Wars bar, it was a lot like that, but local.
What do we say, Nick?
Nick Brown and Derek, who are some favorites you said coming up? You had a couple coming up now.
Nick Browning would be a good one to see
Nick
win.
Browning.
He's good friends with my brother. He grew up at the house.
There he goes, Nick Brown and Dom Nicastro walking in memory of Nana Kathy.
Brett Souza, of course, Coach Daddy. He'd be a great one to win for the Hilltop boys. Nick Taramina, Lenny Russo, Sal Taramina, Nick Kukuru. They're all a good shot here. It's a matter of who's going to do it, and if we have enough daylight left to do it.
Next up, Brett Souza walking for Baby Lorenzo.
It's our 60th walker of the day. And the weather looks great this weekend if you're thinking of coming into town to partake in Fiesta yourselves. Should be a beautiful one. 99th St. Peter's Fiesta.
Oh. Josh Gove, 18th walker, second round.
Yeah, Brett was coming in hot for that one.
Looks like they're waving him off.
We're on to the next walker.
Yep, Josh Gove up next.
Nice work, Isaac. And don't forget to stay tuned for the women's junior sailboat race finals immediately following today's Greasy Pole action. And today's Greasy Pole winner will be your first walker tomorrow. We're going to have all that live coverage for you starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Next up, Nick Taramina, walking for Jessica Taramina. Another one of the heavy favorites to win today, Nick Taramina.
And I believe Dead Low Tie is just before 4:30 tomorrow when we get ready for those events. So you're going to see a lot of people on the beach.
Nick Taramina. It could go down now. There he goes. Nick Taramina, another rough start out of the gate.
With a big spin off that pole.
Lenny Russo.
Oh, good walk,
man.
Lenny.
Best walk so far.
That was
Over
a great walk.
halfway.
Wasted no time getting out there.
Sal Taramina walking in memory of Josephine Taramina. Sal Taramina, 21st walker of the second round.
And not that you've asked, but there's plenty of emergency personnel around too, and lifeguards, a harbor master, coast guard, police boats out there keeping an eye on everything. And everyone's having a good time out in that flotilla as well. We like to work hard and play harder here in Gloucester, you know?
Sal Taramina, ooh, another rough start out of the gate. There's been a lot of tough starts out of the gate. Next up, Nick Cuckoo, walking in memory of Connor Alston, Simone Sanfilippo, and Margaret Ferrante. Nick Cuckoo.
Nick Kukro's had some good walks. Still a lot of grease on that pole right now, though.
It's been a long time since the Cougar has grabbed the flag. And I do like how everyone's sort of acting like this could be their last walk of the day.
Oh, Nick Cuckoo. Next up, Nick Muse.
About halfway through the second round here.
Yep, Nick Muse, 23rd walker of the second round. We've seen a couple halfways, and that's about it. A slow start to our Friday Greasy Pole when it comes to walks over halfway. We haven't had any three-quarter walks yet.
Oh boy,
man.
Everything about that hurt.
As a dentist.
It hurts when you hit the pole, and it hurts when you hit the water. That's a tough one there.
Dentist. Should have sponsored us because we could have gave you a plug. Drew Aiello. He had a decent walk first round. There he goes, Drew Aiello. Drew Aiello halfway.
Good walk.
Good walk by Drew Aiello.
All right, back to back.
Jonathan Cooney. 25th walker of the second round. Drew with a couple good walks on Friday. Drew gets another chance. Be careful of that one. Hilltop guy.
Yeah, I like his speed coming out there.
He said good starts.
Hilltop guy, he's got some good speed. That grease is unforgiving.
Jonathan Cooney. See you later.
He knew
Jerry
it.
Shimataro.
Here we go. Hilltop goalie here.
Another Hilltop guy.
See what he's
Is
got.
he a good walker, Dylan? Derek.
He's been up there I feel like he's walked more than 4 years, but we've got 4 years on the sheet. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, good
Oh,
walk.
yeah. Really good
Dylan
walk.
Orlando up next.
Took some with him.
He looked like he dropped right into the butterfly, like a goalie would.
Dylan Orlando. Terrence Lane, you said, is a good walker too, right?
Yeah.
He's had some good walks in the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Right now it's Dylan Orlando. 27th walker of the second round. Salty Oars won the senior women's division, same boat champions. Congratulations. There goes Dylan Orlando. Leaning forward.
Okay, can he get back up?
Can Dylan get back up and walk about 3/4 of the way?
Oh.
Nope. Second try.
You can see it's still slick up there.
Third try. Can he get up?
Come on.
He's got to get 3/4 of the way from this point on. He's crawling.
Come on, Dylan. What do you say, kid? Come on.
Now he's doing the shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff. See you later. Next up, Terrence Lane.
No shimmy.
Walking in memory of Vincent Orlando.
And no scooching.
Terrence Lane. There goes Terrence. They're leaning forward a little bit too much.
Yeah. Come out a bit fast. Couldn't get under his own feet.
Walking in for Phil Makomsky. Andrew had a really good walk. He had one of the better walks.
I believe he did, yeah.
Of the first round. He's a good athlete, too. Andrew Makomsky, there he goes, leaning forward a little too much. Marcus Biondo Martin walking for Gino Biondo. On deck is Catherine Frontiero. Can she be the first female ever to win the pole?
That would be something right there. That would be exciting.
That'd be pretty badass.
I would love to see it.
Oh, yeah.
On deck, Catherine Frontiero, but right now it's Marcus Biondo Martin. Marcus Biondo Martin. Marcus,
he's looking
Marcus,
good.
Marcus, the best walk of the day, right around 3/4. Marcus. Next up is Catherine Frontiero. She ate the pole last time. Catherine Frontiero would be the first female champion ever in the Greasy pole. She said, there she goes, Catherine Frontiero. There she goes,
Good walk
Catherine.
on a cat.
She said, great walks in the past. Another good walk right there.
She does what I do, guys. She holds her nose before she goes in.
Right. Dominic Pioni walking for Chris Daly. Dominic Pioni. There he goes, Dominic Pioni.
He's looking pretty good.
Dominic Pioni. Good walk.
I think it was Dom's first walk, right, when he actually pulled himself back up on the pole momentarily.
Justin Folk.
Yeah, oh, was that him?
Yeah. Scarlett and Eden.
Oh, that
Justin.
one hurt.
Caught a little side of the
Tyler
pole there.
Rogers, 34th walker of the second round, Tyler Rogers.
All around good dude.
He is.
Very good dude here, Tyler Rogers.
Yeah.
That's a good walk.
All right, Tyler.
Good walk, Tyler. Steve LeBlanc Jr.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe his father was the one to shut down the great Peter Black on his 7-flag streak back in the day.
We were there for it, D-Hup. We were there for it.
Steve LeBlanc won it in 93, and then he stopped Peter Frontiero on Sunday, 94.
And we should say, Peter Frontiero will be joining us tomorrow in
Yeah.
your chair, Derek, to talk us through the Saturday poll.
I caught him on the way down here. I was talking to him on the way. He mentioned he was going to be down here.
I'm going to say right, you
Walker,
can't compare
Douglas
errors. I'm going to have to just say it over and over to him.
can't.
You can't compare errors.
He said that. I talked to him the other day, and he said it. He said he did say that. He did say the grease back in the day was slipperier. There was no doubt.
We all got opinions.
Joey Palazola.
Good speed out of him there.
But I think
Andrew
that's why.
Cribs.
I think that's why people loved what you did, because we know how hard it is. Because we remember as kids watching like Pete do it Sunday after Sunday after Sunday. It was unbelievable.
Andrew Cribs.
He had two good-looking walk there.
2 good walks. Joseph Orlando.
Nearing the end of round 2, folks. The next to grab the flag is your winner.
39th walker of the second round. Joseph Orlando.
I think we have 43 walkers today, 44 tomorrow, and 45 on Sunday. We never expect the Sunday walk to last long. The way you guys are now,
There's a lot of good walkers up there.
Man, loaded.
A lot of good walkers. And I think this year, the Sunday has the most walkers out of all 3 days, I believe.
It does.
So
James Sanfilippo.
James Sanfilippo, Hilltop guy right there, young kid.
Next up, Sam Sanfilippo.
Younger brother.
Sam Sanfilippo.
Of course, on the Spider-Man.
John
Another great tribute.
Ciparini, 42nd walker of the second round. John Ciparini.
Oh, no.
That didn't look good.
Let's make sure he's okay.
Get him over to Gentle Dental.
He came right back up.
Jaden Ciparini. Oh, that did
Good walk until the end.
Oh.
And a good fall.
He bounced right off that thing.
Wow. That's insane. Last walker of the second round, Jaden Ciparini. Jaden Ciparini
looking good.
halfway.
On the trapeze.
That's it for the second round. Here we go. Third round, Frankie Nail.
That's it, folks. 2 rounds down. We're going to keep going here. We're on to our 87th walk of the day. It's Corey Cooker of Bridge Cape Ann alongside John Nicastro and 6-time Greasy pole champ Derek Hopkins. Pavilion Beach, Gloucester, Massachusetts. It is the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta. And you're watching live coverage all weekend long. Join us tomorrow at 4 and Sunday at 4 to continue the coverage. Derek is going to go for his 7th flag on Sunday.
Here we go. Frankie Nail, first walker
Frankie
of the
Nail.
third round.
If I'm not mistaken, if he takes it down, he'll be the oldest to win a Greasy pole flag, overtaking Steve Militello, who I believe won in 2022. Currently 44 years old, the oldest to win a flag.
Ancient.
Frankie Nail. Frankie Nail!
Frankie Nail! Oh, he got it!
Frankie Nail!
Frankie Nail, what a walk!
26. Friday champion Frankie Nail came out of the gates.
In his 21st year
Wow.
walking.
21 years to do it.
Holy moly,
Frankie
2
Nail.
decades in 1 year. Frankie Nail. We have to
Man,
confirm
wow.
that he is the
Shot
oldest.
out of a cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we're going to have to see the instant replay
That
on
was
this
right
one.
through the end.
Take a look, guys.
Holy moly. Here it
No
is.
slip-ups there.
Here it is
Frankie
again.
Nail. Frankie Nail, there it is. Wow. There
I
comes
might have the
thick
wrong
grease.
guy. I don't think that's the guy I was thinking of, so I apologize.
I don't think Frankie's
I don't
that
think
old,
so.
no.
I'm thinking of someone else.
No.
I'm thinking of
I think Frankie's like 40, 41.
I'm thinking of Frankie Pacheco, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
I think he walked Saturday. I don't know.
Yeah. No, Frankie Nail's like 40, 41 maybe.
Yeah. No, I apologize for that, everyone.
All right.
Well,
Either way, still very exciting
Wow.
Yeah.
Frankie Nail, the 2026 Friday champion, will be the first walker tomorrow. Frankie Nail with a phenomenal walk.
And back-to-back days, it has happened before several times, so we'll got to tune in. He'll be your first walker after that courtesy round. And there he is, surrounded by the other walkers. They're going to swim the shore, put him on their shoulders, and carry him towards the St. Peter's altar. You're going to see this crowd get wound up as they get closer to shore. This is the one saving grace about low tide, Derek, is the quick swim back.
Oh, it's the best part. It's the best part of it. High tide is a longer swim than you think when you're out there, doggy paddling. What a
Frankie
walk out
Nail.
of Frankie Neal.
That's a good one. Strong walk.
Oh, yeah. Start to finish, right through the end.
They
And
do some thick stuff, too.
Here's what we hadn't
Yeah.
seen someone down like that last fifth or quarter of
Yeah.
the pole. He went right through there.
Oh, yeah. Like it wasn't even there.
Well, that's great to get a long time, walker.
Yeah. 21
to
years.
move on.
There's kids up there that haven't even been alive for 21 years.
That's right,
And he's
right.
been up there for 21 years.
Yeah. Yeah, his walk is now old enough to drink legally.
Oh, it's going to be a good night for Frankie Neal.
Yeah, that's fun, man.
And all friends and family, of course.
Yeah, so we're going to have, we'll have his little trek to the beach here for you. Fantastic stuff. So, yeah, Frank Neal is your 2026 Friday Greasy Pole champ. Phenomenal job there, too. I believe he was the 87th walk in all today. So we all got our money's worth. That was great. It was coming on the heels of a fantastic women's senior Seine boat final where Salty Ore defended their win from last year. Barely, less than a seat, maybe by just a nose they hit the beach. And we're going to watch the junior women's final right after this. But first things first, there it is once again, Frankie Neal with that walk. You're not stopping that.
Wow, right through it. What a walk.
Yeah, the disco on Crisco is a real thing, folks. Cool shot right there. Yeah.
Then we'll get ready for our junior girls Seine Boat Championship. With Frankie Neal coming in as your 2026 Friday champion. Third round, first walker. What is this like, Derek, right now?
It's a surreal moment. I think everyone that grows up in town dreams of this their whole life. So to finally get there and be in that moment, especially after 21 years of walking the pole, it's a moment that's tough to describe.
He's had many great walks, too.
So, Derek, and to clarify, but to make your point, Frankie the List Pacheco is your first walker, or was the first walker scheduled for tomorrow.
For tomorrow,
so
okay.
now it's going to be Frankie Neal, then Frank Pacheco.
That's where the mix-up was.
It'll be Frank Pacheco's 20th year tomorrow. So,
really?
Yeah, look at that.
All right. So I wasn't that far off.
No,
same
no.
First
Frankie
name,
is about
same
my
amount of
age,
years.
so he would be the oldest.
All right. So, Derek, is the first win the sweetest one? Can you measure him like that?
I think so.
Great. Yeah, really.
I would say that first one is special. Like I said, it's something you dream of. You grow up in town like this and you watch this every year as a kid. It's something you dream of. And it's, he made that walk look easy, but it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
And 21 years of trying and he got it, that's a satisfactory win right there.
Well, I still remember my favorite walk of all time was your dad's.
Oh, yeah.
When he went, the flag got tipped over, they put it back up, and went all the way around again, and then he grabbed it again. It was awesome. I hadn't seen that before.
Oh, yeah.
Richie
Stood there
Hopkins,
at the end.
Yeah, really
and then
cool
went down without it. Oh, yeah.
There you go, folks.
There's
the splash.
Frankie Neal. Frankie Neal, first walker in the third round, your 2026 champion, Friday Greasy Pole. Here he comes. He's going to get the walk-up beach court.
Oh, yeah, there we go. First of many apple
There's
juice
an apple
right there.
juice.
He won't have to buy a drink tonight.
Maybe
comes,
all
Frankie
weekend.
Neal, being walked up Pavilion Beach.
Frankie's a good dude, too,
heading
man.
up beach
I always
court.
love bumping into him.
Oh, yeah.
Well deserved.
Oh,
and worth the
absolutely.
wait. Oh, he's
Frankie
amped.
Neal.
They're walking right by us.
Frankie Neal.
Awesome stuff. So,
right
yeah,
up
there he
beach
goes.
court, there it is.
Right up Beach Court towards St. Peter's. The altar, that's where the carnival is and all that stuff, too. So, yeah, there you have it. Frankie Neal, fantastic walk. He is your Friday Greasy Pole champ. Back Corey Cougar alongside John and Derek Hopkins. Man, Derek, right off the hop, man, what did you think about the overall walk this time around?
Oh, that was an unbelievable walk there out of Frankie. Like I said, start to finish, right through the end, no slips. I mean, it doesn't get better than that right there.
Yeah, here it is one more time.
Goes right through the heavy stuff right here. Look at that. There it is. There's an apple, a banana.
And the
right
grab.
through it. Nice.
Awesome
what a
stuff.
grab.
All right, Derek, we have here, we're so appreciative you're here with us. We didn't get to spend much time with you from the top because the events happened so quickly.
Yeah.
But you're obviously going for a big flag, number 7 on Sunday.
Yeah.
Your thoughts leading into that event?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not expecting too much. There's some real good walkers in front of me. So, I wish the best to them. I hope they take it down before me, and if they don't, then I hope I make it to the end.
No, we love watching you perform, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Thank
really
you.
cool. And thanks again for your time once again. We really
Of course,
appreciate it. Good
of
luck
course.
Sunday.
Thank you for
Viva
having
San
me.
Pedro to you and your family.
Yeah.
You know? All right, and we'll spend some time with you soon, I'm sure, and we'll probably see you throughout the weekend as well. So,
Yeah.
All right, John and I will be back with Joanne Frontiero and Nikki Parisi for the Women's Junior Same Boat Finals right after this. I'm Corey Kukru for 1623 Studios, and this is a story behind St.
Thank you,
Peter's
guys.
Fiesta.
Thank you.
A Sicilian tradition was adopted in
having me.
Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore seine boat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chi siamo tutte mute?" What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood. I'm Corey Kukru for 1623 Studios, and this is a story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore seine boat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chi siamo tutte mute?" What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood. All right, and we're back. Oh, Nikki says hair and makeup being done right now. No, that's Joanne, Isaac. Joanne's over here. That's Nikki. John DeCastro and Corey Kukru back with you, too. Yeah. 10-time Same Boat champ Nikki Parisi, 13-time Same Boat champ Joanne Frontiero. All right, we're getting ready for the Junior Women's Same Boat Finals. I guess we should probably turn around and go over rules and whatnot, but at first blush, what do we have to share with the folks out there? What can they expect from this race?
Well, this Storm Surge is a new crew.
Yep.
A little bit of trivia. Julie, who was the coxswain for
Julie
Backlash,
Geary?
Julie
Yep.
Geary, her granddaughter is on this crew. Now, I rode in juniors with my granddaughter, turn around, and what people don't realize, I rode lead oar on the turning side. My granddaughter rode lead oar on the turning side. Julie rode with me lead oar on the non-turning, and now her granddaughter is rowing in the same spot.
No kidding.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
My granddaughter's in my softball program too. You got in this Storm Surge here. You have some 12 and 13-year-old girls. It's
Yes.
unbelievable. That's incredible.
Yep.
It's
And then you have the defending champs, Stroke Sisters.
Yeah, let's go through those crews if we can, Isaac. All right, Storm Surge, they are in the Pinta. They are in the first course here on the left. That is Scudler Mike Harmon. The coxswain is Rachel Cecilio, Juliana Coveney, Kaya Collins, Emma Brown, Mary Viola, Lexi Francis, Avery Benjamin, Fiona Black, Ella Laurie, Alina O'Brien, and Emma Krozik. They are in the Pinta. Then we have the Stroke Sisters. They are your defending champs. Scudler, Alex Rotolosi. The coxswain is Ashley Smith. Siri Hill, Dylan Gaetano.
They already started.
That's it.
Wow. That's it. They're going.
And away we go.
I thought they were practicing. That's it. They're not.
Storm Surge.
I love it.
Got the lead.
Well, they were out there feathering
Storm
for a
Surge
bit,
to the
ready
left.
to roll.
Wow. They
Yeah.
didn't mess around. Nice stroke.
All right, if
Look
you're,
at that.
if you're unfamiliar with all this, they are all racing towards red, white, and blue flags out there. They're each in their designated lane, 1/2 mile out, 1/2 mile back, and the first to hit the beach is your winner.
And your defending champs is to the right. Stroke Sisters going for the blue flag. So you have the Stroke Sisters and Power in the middle and Storm Surge to the left.
Who's ahead? Can we tell yet?
We're getting up there right now.
Our drone is getting into position.
Yeah, this race snuck up on us. These events happen fast.
Wow. Not many starts beat the drone. That was unbelievable.
So, Nick, you have an eagle eye. Can you tell right off the hop who's got the early lead? Yes,
right.
that's Stroke Sisters, and you would be correct according to our drone.
The Stroke Sisters to the right, the defending champs. In the middle, Empowered. And to the left, that's the youngest crew, Storm Surge. Legit, there's 13.
Are you kidding me,
like
really?
Seventh and eighth graders, a couple, and some freshmen.
On Storm Surge.
That's
On the young
unbelievable.
girls.
Good
Yeah.
for them.
That's insane. That's
They're rowing the
unbelievable.
same race that the men row.
Yeah, 45-pound oars.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Same equipment,
Yeah.
same race.
And they're doing really well. Nice start.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a great start.
For a new crew, their stroke is really good.
Yep.
They're together.
To the right, Stroke Sisters, the defending champs, look like they're up by just about half a boat to 3/4 of a boat. Empowered in the middle, and to the left, Storm Surge.
So let's do this, guys, because we have a little time. Why don't we bring up the rosters again? Isaac, do you want to bring up Stroke Sisters so we can finish that? Or we'll just go through them all. But yeah, here's Stroke Sisters. They're your defending champs. They are on the far right. That is Scudler, Alex Rotolosi, Coxswain, Ashley Smith, Siri Hale, Dylan Gaetano, Ari Scola, Anna Hafey, Lexi Carollo, Keegan Jewell, Maddie Battle, Eliana Parsons, Carly Lorden, and Maya Jewell. Then we have Empowered. Empowered is in the Santa Maria there in the white lane in the middle. Scudler is Jenny Davis. Then you have Jamie McDonald in the Coxswain. Eden McDonald, Lily Wall, Julia Polk, Abby Aiello, Gabby Martell, Courtney French, Kiara Kukuru, Aurelia Lord, Olivia Vargas, and Hayden Kohler. And then you have Storm Surge in the Pinta. And they are in the red course on the left. And we are back here live action with the drone. Stroke Sisters off to a really nice start.
Yeah, Stroke Sisters look like they're up at least a boat.
Yeah.
Why not, Nick?
Storm Surge to the left, a very young boat, but they're right there, and nice stroke. Stroke Sisters to the right, really pulling away, up by a boat and a half to 2 boats. They're the defending champions.
So now, Joe, if Stroke Sisters wins again, do they move on to the senior division next year?
It depends on how old the girls are.
Okay.
If anybody's 18 on the crew, is it 18 now? It was 18. But did they lower it? It might be 19. I'm not sure because sometimes they change the rules. But if anybody on the crew is at 19 or older, they have to move up.
Gotcha.
Years ago, it used to be limited if you could move up. Sometimes some crews had to break up because there wasn't room. But now they ended up making it so that more crews can enter the senior women's race. So there's not a problem. If they want to move up, they can.
Yeah. And Nikki, you're right. Yeah, Storm Surge has. And we've seen Empowered before over the years as well.
The defending champs to the right in your 2026 Junior Division Girls Same Boat Championship.
And how does the Stroke Sisters stroke look to both of you?
Yep. They're all together. They look good. And the boat's moving. Look at the weight behind it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Stroke Sisters
going
are going
into
right
the
into the
turn.
turn.
Look at this already. They're flying.
The Scuttler, Alex Rodolosi, who's on defending champs for the men's division. Alex as a ZFG as a rower. There he is.
The middle boat's going into the turn, and right behind it, the boat on the left.
Now all three Stroke Sisters are coming. What a turn by Alex!
Great turn.
Wow. At some point, he's going to have to make a decision because he might. There's not a lot of scuttlers.
Storm Surge with a nice turn as well.
Yeah. Well, they have Mike Harmon too. He's a very experienced scuttler.
Yeah. Yep. Mike Harmon's also on the defending champs for the men's division, ZFG.
Yeah.
All right, making their way back to Pavilion Beach here, folks. It is the finals for the junior women's same boats here in Gloucester, Mass. for the 99 St. Peter's Fiesta. Stroke Sisters looking to defend their title. This is coming at the heels of Salty Ore defending their title a little while ago in the senior division. And the Stroke Sisters from start to finish have looked really, really strong.
Stroke Sisters should win this race easily. Yeah. These are kids. Every year they're going to get better and stronger.
This experience.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
they don't weigh much more than the oars.
I think it's the story of the day.
Yep. And they're getting some really good experience in. Really good experience. Yep.
They're killing it. Yeah.
Congratulations to Frankie Nail taking down the Friday Greasy Pole Championship with a beautiful third round walk, first walker of the third round.
After 20 years of walking too. And then tomorrow we will have at 4 p.m. the men's senior same boat semifinals, followed by the Greasy Pole, then the men's junior same boat semifinals.
Oh, and I have to say, Nikki, I like your shirt.
Their dress. They're like on the same bowling team here with their Viva shirts. Oh, Schmoopy. We love Schmoopy. Yeah.
We wanted to give her a little shout out.
Yeah, we'll show that. We'll show that off at the end of the show.
Okay.
Stroke Sisters to the right, trying to repeat the title in your 2026 Junior Division Girls Same Boat Championship. Empowered in the middle in Storm Surge. You can actually see in the picture. Empowered has fallen behind a little bit. Storm Surge is actually coming on, which is unbelievable.
They are.
You got to be kidding me.
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow. Storm Surge, it's a boat full of girls that are in either 7th, 8th, or 9th grade, or going into 8th and going into 9th. Something to that sort. Stroke Sisters is an older boat, however.
More experienced boat, John. More experienced boat. Not.
Well, this is the juniors division.
Yes, the more.
Well, they're defending
in the senior division,
too.
I'd get killed if I said that. In the senior division, I'd be killed if I said that. Which would never happen. Storm Surge to the left, Empowered in the middle.
Yeah, we got
They're
ourselves a
Stroke
gaining.
race.
Sisters to the
They
right.
are gaining.
Long way to go.
Wow. We'll see. It looks like it's about close to a boat or so, but they were down probably 2 boats, and they've gained about a boat.
This would be unbelievable.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. Incredible. To the left, you have Storm Surge. And to the right, you have Stroke Sisters, the defending champs. Empowered is right here, too. But right now, it's a 2-boat race. Stroke Sisters, the defending champs, with about a boat lead. Does Storm Surge have enough?
They're going to make their way shortly towards the flotilla and the Greasy pole, but you're going to hear the crowd get pretty amped up here shortly.
They're approaching the Greasy pole, in which they'll do the Greasy pole shuffle. Stroke Sisters to the right, trying to repeat the title. Storm Surge to the left, trying to upset the champs.
They're trying, Nikki.
They're giving it everything they have. To the right, you have the defending champ, Stroke Sisters. To the left, you have Storm Surge. The defending champs trying to repeat. Storm Surge trying to put a stop to it. Stroke Sisters with a lead going into the Greasy pole almost, which will do the Greasy pole shuffle and give everything they have until these boats stop.
They're maintaining that lead.
Stroke Sisters are starting to pull away just a tad, but Storm Surge is not giving up. I love the resiliency. Wow, what a race for Storm Surge. They're tired.
They're getting tired.
They're exhausted. These
They're
poor
young,
things.
and it's their first year.
Here they come, Stroke Sisters, the defending champs. They're putting an exclamation point on why they're the champions. A beautiful race for them from start to finish, a beautiful turn. What a nice stroke they still have. The Stroke Sisters, your 2025 champs, going to repeat in 2026. To the left is Storm Surge with an incredible race, and Empowered in the middle with a great race. And here comes your 2026 Junior Division repeat champions, Stroke Sisters. Scuttler Alex Rodolosi, Coach Ashley Smith, Sari Hale, Dylan Gaetano, Ari Scola, Anna Hafey, Lexi Carollo, Keegan Jewell, Maddie Battle, Elena Parsons, Carly Lorden, and Maya Jewell. Congratulations to Stroke Sisters. Storm Surge, great job.
Great junior
Second,
race.
and Empowered, great job in the middle. A great race all the way around. Absolutely.
Should all be proud.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Stroke Sisters defends their title. That is back-to-back for them. They are raising the American flag as we speak and celebrating. Tip of the cap to Stroke Sisters and Empowered as well. What a beautiful day for racing. That race was fast. It started fast, it ended fast.
It did, yes.
Jeez.
Wow.
It was. We didn't even expect it.
There's a great shot right there.
There it is. Stroke Sisters defending the title 2026. Back-to-back champs.
And there's that camaraderie you were both talking about a little earlier as well.
Yep. These are memories you never forget.
They'll be wearing matching shirts someday too, right?
They can take our place.
Yeah.
All those big smiles, and this is what it's all about.
There you go. Fantastic.
Great job, girls, all the way around. And congratulations to Stroke Sisters. It's not easy to repeat a title.
No.
Nope.
Yep.
Yep. All deserve to be there.
Yeah. And we want to give a shout out to those who didn't get to compete today, but have been training and went through eliminations and all that as well. A lot of crews.
Yep.
You know, that means just as much of the event. Let's have it. It's a great name.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, that's beautifully put.
It's great memories.
All right, so we're about ready to button things up from this part of our broadcast. Hi, it's Corey alongside John, Johnny, and Joanne, and Nikki. That was a great race. Great performance, too, by the youngins, right?
Yeah.
As well with Storm Surge. But yeah, Stroke Sisters pulled away once again in fine style right from start to finish. They looked strong from right off the gate. And just a thorough win for them, too. But let's go back to that women's senior final that we saw earlier, right? That was literally by a nose. Just again, your thoughts sort of encapsulating the day.
As far as all the crews,
Yeah.
I believe they all deserve to be there. And like you said, the crews that weren't there worked just as hard. So it's too bad there's some winners and some losers, but we do have a saying in rowing that the only losers are those that don't participate. So kudos to all the ladies today, all the junior girls. You did a great job. You should all be proud.
Yeah, that was unbelievable out there, too. So, and there you go. There are the shirts. There are the matching shirts, folks.
Yep.
Nice work, Schmoopy.
Denise, right next to St. Peter's Club.
What do you want? Should we wrap up now?
Absolutely.
Call it a day?
Might as well.
Okay, so we want to give congratulations to Salty York, congratulations to the Stroke Sisters, congratulations to Frank, Neil. What a Fiesta Friday it was. Thanks for tuning in with us. We really appreciate sharing this coverage with you. Special thank you to Derek Hopkins for joining us as well, but Nikki Parisi, Joanne Frontiero. Love you both. Thanks so much for spending time. We know it can be a little nerve-wracking, but it's very smooth with you two in here with the booth players.
Good,
you know?
thank you.
So thank you once again.
Thank you, girls.
John, what do you say we do this again tomorrow, same time?
Absolutely, why not?
And we're going to be back with his nemesis, Phil Francis.
Oh,
I had to give him a ride.
Everybody's done.
He called me. I had to give him a ride to Marshall's today.
Phil Francis, yeah. And 9-time Greasy Pole champ Peter Frontiero is going to be with us as well. It's going to be a big weekend. We want to say thank you all for tuning in. It's the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta, and this one's extra special for all of us for a lot of reasons this year. So on behalf of Nikki and Joanne, John, D-Hop, and the entire crew from the 1623 Studios, Streamography, and Bridgecape Band, thanks. We'll see you same time tomorrow. It's going to be St. Peter's Fiesta live from Gloucester. Can't wait to share it with you all. Good night. Bona Fiesta.
Bona
Good night.
Fiesta.
Thank
See everyone
you.
tomorrow.
Viva.
Be safe. Be safe. Very good.
Phil today.